You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard. Is it
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
Episode 72, the No Tekkers podcast. I'm your host, Braz. I got my co-host here, Chief.
Bonus stats.
I got my other co-host, Mr. SLS, Big Fazza in the building.
there?
And then we got a special guest in the building, Sunday League royalty. We got SW Rangers in the building. We got Ben, Alan, and the superstar Ty in the building. Welcome.
Thank you, lads.
How we doing, man? How we doing?
Good.
Good. I appreciate you coming on. It's part of the Sunday League ecosystem. I know you're not in Oakbourne, but obviously the team name rings bells in these streets. So we had to get you on. So yeah, man. Well, let's get straight into it then. So SW Rangers, how do you start? How did the name come about?
Yeah, well, we've been going for.
Do you want to talk into that mic? You can bring it closer.
We've been going since 2016. Started off in the festival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know that well.
spent two years.
Got the trophies, mate.
Then went to Sutton and been there since. And then last year was on the verge of folding actually.
Really?
Yeah, because COVID killed it. Lost loads of players. Players couldn't be asked.
Mm.
Then spoke to Ben, got Ben on board, and
Helped him a little bit.
Shall I take over? Yeah, so basically, there was a bit of hatred between me and Ali's team. We had a friendly.
So what team was you running these times?
I was Pugsley Pythons, believe it or not. It was a bit of a banter name. I don't even know why we called it that.
Don't look at me.
Basically, obviously we done the crown. Well, my older brother done the crown. As I said, like Daz throughout the years from kids football, Smith's Ward, he had all other teams, players like Robert Evans, Marcus McLaren, and all these big players back in the day. And then over the years, we made a team called Crown, smashed it. Then we formed to Digby Rangers, and then they've done so much, County Cup and Cup finals and leagues.
Done it all.
Then we went to a friends team. I thought I'd get a few friends together, and then I realised how competitive I was, and I was thinking, I'm going to start ringing Ty, Robbo, even Simeon a little ring. Yeah. Like, do you fancy playing Division 1? Yeah. But that didn't work out too well because I used Ty as a ringer, playing as a winger, and Robert Evans in goal, and someone done a video and caught us, and I took the bullet well. Says to Kevin Dutton, it happened, whatever. But to be fair, it was only a bit of banter. There weren't much money in the club. We had a friendly against Ali's team. It went off a bit, and if anything, it brought us together. Do you know what I mean? What happened on the pitch stayed on the pitch, and Ali obviously knew we had a couple of ballers in. Ali's cousin, our centre half, Tom Leville, good player. Done bits on a Sunday over the years, and his other cousin Joe Leville, who played up top. That was who you was aiming for, wasn't it? Really back then. And then we just took it to a whole new level then. Getting the old a few players back. Not saying we Digby, we're SW Rangers. Like we brought a few players back, and they brought their players in. Do you know what I mean? And then we've just took it from there.
So there's a team now called Digby Hotel.
Digby Hotel, yeah.
Is there any relation between?
Good friends of mine, to be fair.
Oh, okay,
good friends of mine. Like there was Digby Rangers, and then there was Digby Hotel. We both run from the same pub.
Okay.
We were the proper Digby out of France. and they always will be.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're in which league?
Now went into the Sutton.
Okay. How's that going? How's your season going so far?
Well, they finished bottom.
Who Digby?
No, the Mounts.
Oh, okay.
The Digby were champions, to be fair. Digby Hotel. I think they won it last year, didn't they? But yeah,
Are they still in that league now?
yeah, they're still in the league
Okay.
now.
The fourth.
Yes, fourth. Don't forget it, fourth.
Wow.
Um,
What's the points gap?
They're 13 behind SW Rangers.
Raw.
but they got some games in hand, didn't they?
3 games in hand. So
Okay, so
if they win
about
all
2
three, they'll be 4 points behind on level man game.
points on the board matter though.
Yeah, so we went all season undefeated. We just took it to a whole new level.
This
And
season.
yeah, bringing players in, Lewis Hayden, Braithwaite.
Besides
And
Trey,
then-
Trey's the one that scored the worldie.
Yeah. Still more to come from Trailer. I'll keep saying to people, like, this lad had a long injury. He was at Walsall Wood, I think, a couple of years ago. And he was out for like a year and a half. And I says to him, Lewis Hayden rang me, and he was like, this player, he's a good player. And I like, when I seen him, he looked like proper, he looks like his skin is a millimetre thick. He's just ripped everywhere. He's an absolute shredder. I was thinking, yeah, he looks all right, he does. But, yeah, unreal. His work rate is immense. But, yeah, it's just, we've done so well at the start. We went undefeated. We played a cup final. We beat Digby twice, but one of them was a cup game. And then we went on to win that cup.
Is that the League Cup or
One of the League Cups.
okay?
And then,
Yeah.
we had Brookvale in a league game. We rested a few players. And we lost that one. Fair and square, to be fair.
What was the score?
I
New
think
Brookvale
they're bottom.
Social?
Yeah, I think they're bottom.
You must have rested the whole squad for that.
Yeah, we did
Anything happened on the cup there, you know?
we did rest a few, but no excuses. But yeah, and then we went on to the final, our first final, which was unreal, to be fair. The lads just come out guns blazing, didn't they? And do you know what? You can't take nothing away from that line of Judah. Their work rate is unreal. And we
Line
just
of Judah, ain't that they got the
Alas and Shadows team.
yeah man, they got like the old Rasta man in the middle.
Yeah, but he's
Nah,
actually
nah.
hung his boots up now. Shadow probably played for like I'm 30.
I remember watching them man last season. Yo,
Shadow, he's still got the legs,
bruv.
I'm sure he still jogs in the morning about like 3
Yeah man,
miles
credit
in
where
the
credit's
morning.
due. That's sick man.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think coming into the league,
Are they in your league as well? That Line of Judah.
yeah.
Okay.
I think coming into this league, I know Sunday teams. I've been in it for a long time. I know Oakbourne. I know obviously that merged with Coronation now. I know everyone from the Coronation. You can even talk about your Division 1s. I know teams from London, Oysters. I can go through it all, like Nationals. I follow Sunday football, I always have. And Sutton League ain't as bad as what people are making out. I look at Great Bar, okay, we beat them twice. Players like that Nash centre half, Harry Crook from Chasetown. There's some very good players in this league. And to be fair, these were the players. Every time I found out, I don't know, we got Great Bar coming up, it was like, okay, right back. Who's right back? Should we get players in? And that's how I learnt off my brother and everyone. It was like, these get players in for big games. But my pal Ryan Jordan, that's who I grew up with. Ryan, he used to run it with Ali. Ali's took a step back to secretary, and then I run it with Ryan. And he was like, you got to put the trust in some of our lads who we had from the Mount as well. Do you know what I mean? So what we've done was built this team around Ali and Ryan's team, and then it's like formed together, and they've clicked so well. But Sean, he's with Ali's daughter. He used to be probably one of your best players, didn't he? And he was a left winger.
Yeah, I don't think anybody after I've seen them once decent.
He was a left winger, and his first game against Digby, he was shocking. And I've never, ever brought a player off before the first half. I felt so bad, but it had to be done, and it worked. We went on to win that game.
What was the conversation like with him after? Or
We
he
were in
just
a conversation. I couldn't look at him. I felt so bad.
blocked his number?
And he's a
did he?
nice. No, seriously, he's the nicest kid.
Mm.
And when I
You did that
say
to him, worse.
today, when we made that decision to play him as a right back, because he's got a big physique,
Yeah.
he's fast, he's good in the air,
He's one of our best players.
and to be fair, he's been my most consistent player this season, and he ain't done nothing wrong.
Sometimes you need
really?
that kick up
He's
the
never,
bum, man.
He's never been at fault, really. He's quality. I love him now. I love him.
Sometimes it takes those games, and if you actually find your position in that particular.
So you're saying it was
team with that
great
certain
man
player.
management? That we saying? You're taking the credit.
No, but this
He
is,
made him what
this,
he is
no,
now.
and he's young, isn't he? And this is what I say about Sunday football. And this is one thing I agree with P. Is we do develop these players. Like these players playing, he's got Ty in front of him, Sean. Right, he's watching what Ty does. He's playing beside Joe Smith, Robert Evans. Like these are quality players, and he's learning so much from these players. And it's like we have Natty as a captain, but Robbo was a captain, Smithy was a captain, Sim was a captain.
got
There's
leaders
so
in the
many
camp.
good talkers, and these players who they're not really feeling Saturdays. Oh, where shall I go? And it's making them. I reckon next year, you watch, a couple of them will be up there.
So talking about next year, are you still going to play in the same league, or there's rumours that you might be?
The plans for next year, obviously, I
on
love Coronation League, but there's a bit of, obviously, when we was in that league and we had them players, I know I can get players in right to smash that league.
Oof.
It's mad. Do you know what? It sounds cocky, but we have got that quality out there. But they're all like step 3, step 4 players who play Saturdays and they're willing to play Sundays. Do you know what I mean? And when we did that before, it did demoralise the league. We went down to 4, 5 teams. Yeah,
Remember
fair
that?
play
Faz?
to you, lads.
Listen, that was- that
Some
team was
some
that,
teams stuck
man.
it out, and it was like I've got messages still now on my phone. The league was gonna give us a little few quid because we'd already paid for pitches and that. Like it was better for Digby to leave the league for them to
The
carry
talk at
on.
the time was basically
And
saying
I had
that-
a lot of time for Kevin Dutton, even Tony Campbell. They're wicked, and they're so passionate about their Sunday football, and we've done everything we wanted to achieve, Digby. And these lads had their Saturday football to concentrate on, as well as sometime Monday nights and Tuesday nights, and to get that consistency every year. But let's go back onto the Coronation. No, I'm definitely not joining next year. We want to, but they are going to get their chance because we're going to go into the county, which we was unfortunate to get. They wouldn't let us in for some reason. They said we was too good for the Amateur Cup. That's the one we was told we had to go in. And then there was a couple of complaints and whatnot. We couldn't go in there. We asked to go in the Roger Wood. And I'm looking at the teams that are in this Roger Wood now. Okay, we lost to Digby yesterday. Anyone can be beat. But come on, man, it's mad. That Roger Wood.
I don't get that. So what was the reason for them saying you can't join the cup competitions? I just thought cup competitions for if you have to pay, you have, and you got the money.
We're a
to pay,
new
you can pay.
we're a new established team. Is that what it
means
is? Which
you have to
means
prove
you
yourself.
have to do 12. You have to do a season, don't you, before you enter them cups?
Yeah.
And what is that based off? Then we need to kind of the commitment element of that you need to. I suppose in that element, are they trying to say you could be a new form team, and then in 2 months' time, because you probably get bopped in the league, you could be in the cup, then you drop out, that kind of thing. That one. First I've heard of that. Yeah. It's mad that is.
So have you done nationals?
Once
How'd you get on in that?
flopped.
Yeah.
Played Black Horse, and to be fair, you couldn't.
That was a wicked game. That was.
No, to be fair, we had our chances.
Digby Day.
We had our chances.
yeah, no.
I think we dropped.
Yeah, like get going, wasn't it?
Yeah, Shaq. We had Shaq playing. Did he start or did he
Wit.
come on?
Yeah.
We dropped a player, right? Joe Laville. I think he's played Saturdays for a couple of weeks. He's never been bothered about Saturdays. But when I say he's a baller, this kid scored a lot of goals, and we dropped him for some reason. And I think
You dropped him to play Shaq.
I don't know if it was Liam Molesworth, a lad from Coleshill Town.
Okay.
I don't think he really played many games. I think it could have been his first or
We've all
second
made them
game.
mistakes.
And yeah, do you know what?
No.
That's what I mean. It's like, yeah, we went on to lose 1-0. They scored in the last minute. Sim had his chances. You was out, weren't you? We had plenty of chances, and it was just demoralising, to be fair. Yeah, great atmosphere. But like I say now, I've studied all these teams, like SE Dons, Beatties have took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, they have.
SE Dons was up there, and it's like that Jack Aldinio and all them.
It's like the Volcan.
But yeah, they're fading away now. And like Beatties are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But we've the Saturday players now that are up for playing Sunday football. We could put Brum back on the map. I'm telling you now, but it's who wants to be on it next season? Because I'll tell you something, if we can enter, we're going to go for the Nationals. But we're definitely going in the Roger Wood next year.
That's why even me doing what I'm doing now is because I spotted that probably that season when we went out to 14.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, the next season after that, but obviously COVID hit, and my plan was for a long time was Sunday League since I knew where that was going. So no matter of time, innit?
And it's like teams will ask you for friendlies and stuff. You got to be cute, ain't you? I don't know, VIP or Beacon. Do you want a friendly at the end of the season? No, we might be playing you in the County Cup next year. Do you know what I mean?
Gotta keep your cards close.
Save it for the day. But Austin,
Make sure I'm there, innit?
yeah. Austin Apprentices, right? They've got some great players.
Yeah.
Really, really good players. And
Have you played them before?
nah,
Okay.
but I'd like to.
That's what I'm saying selfishly. I want to use them to join, obviously.
But that's what it's like I say. It's about consistency. They ain't got consistency. They're in a shit league, and them lads only Molyneux and all them. They're turn up full County Cup games, a little backhander here and there, but league games, no one's bothered, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the league's washed though.
What league are you even playing?
Is your league competitive, would you say then?
I would say. Do you know what? I would say 100 acre on their day, Great Bar and us.
Digby has to be on it.
Yeah. Okay, let's forget Great Bar actually. Because I've been chatting shit as well.
I said we'd get Ben on there.
You know what? No, to be fair,
Nah,
though,
to be fair, they've done us the other week though. To be fair, done us Great Bar. Can't fiddle.
Oh yeah,
Done
they
us
tried
with the
it.
picture that they done
Like,
us.
Is
their
that
pitch.
who they are?
Listen to this.
Is that Beacon, Cat and Fiddle?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
them. That's them.
Their
Okay.
pitch, right, is Sutton Town, right?
Is that the
All their
4G?
home games have been at Sutton
Yeah.
Town, on the carpet as they call it. Yeah. We've never had a problem when we're booking at when we've got a home game at Tamworth. We've never got a problem booking it and whatnot. They says, "Oh, didn't realise you could play 2 home games one after another," and he put us on a under-14s football pitch, and it was
Mud bath.
it was shocking.
Yeah.
Throw and then it goes straight into the penalty spot.
And then the referee.
I was playing right back here that day, and the balls come over like booted up into the air. And it's just slapped the grass like and just dead. Just stuck there. Just dead. I was like, what's going on?
The referee had the ball in his hand at the start before kick-off. He threw the ball in the air, landed in the puddle,
And
didn't move, and he went, "Game on, lads." I was like,
he was there for his 30
Are
quid.
you
though,
100%?
wasn't it? 26.50.
so yeah, forget them.
Hard.
I'd say Digby, SW Rangers, and 100 Acre would be in that top 6, easy, in the Coronation. And do you know what I'll say that? I look at the Coronation.
8 teams.
Yeah, there's only 9. I think it's
Yeah,
9.
nine.
isn't
I
it?
mean, so top 6.
Yeah, yeah. No, but up there
Would they be going for the title?
could challenge with the top 6. I'd say
Would they challenge with the top 3?
title wise.
Yeah.
So Highgate Ballers and who you putting in top 3?
The VIP Beacon.
Now this is
Okay.
this is where I'm getting to now. They're all good teams. Highgate think they've got a brilliant team. Ballers have got some very good individuals.
But you're saying you'll slap them.
But I'm saying them top 3 defences ain't the best. Like
let me
everyone's
ask
got
again.
everyone's
Are
got
you
a good,
slapping them?
no one. Yeah, I think so.
If you come on here, we got to come on with some chest.
I've got to
You come in on to slap them.
Yeah, I've got to be confident in my team, right?
Say no more.
And when you've got players like Sim, Ty, and Danico playing up top,
Yeah,
it's
long
a problem. It's an absolute problem.
Yeah, it's long still. It's long.
See,
it's long
see
day.
Danico, right? You've got Ty. Now Ty ain't even a winger no more. We play him there, and he can still do a job there. If we was going to do it properly, Ty right back,
You must be getting
get another player in here and there. Connor Doyle, to be fair, good player. But Danico Johnson, nowhere near as quick as these Sim and Ty. But this kid's hold up play.
I know about him.
Yeah.
Ball sticks to his feet. He can shoot.
Man, like
He's got it.
Yakubu, you get me?
He's
Nah, he's got a shot in him.
Yakubu's son.
Any angle,
Yeah.
he's
Shout out
going
to
in.
Nico, man.
He comes to me and tells me, yo, I don't even know what foot I am nowadays. I'm saying,
How old is he?
my age.
It's the funniest kid on the pitch as
No,
well.
man, like, use that seem like he's been around forever. I've been around how many years now? 5 years.
Do you know what? I didn't
I've
realise.
been about, and the ways have carried yourselves is if you are like bigger men, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
mixing with like the big lads and that. the older men. That's why when I asked you how old you are at the start, and Nico,
When I look at our team, we're young.
yeah, still.
Do you know what I mean?
Prime?
But they are starting to click as a team. We've got. I'm not saying we're up there. We're the best in Brum and this, that, the other. No one can say that. I think everyone's beatable on the day. Do you know what I mean? To be the best, you got to beat the best.
That's what James
And
made
I-
a mistake.
Do you know, ball,
That's a big mistake. That was
Um,
big,
but
huge.
I do definitely think going into the coronation, everyone will take points off each other.
Yeah.
It would be competitive,
Yeah.
but consistently, which no one can say they get, even ourselves. If I had a consistent team and everybody else had a consistent team every week, I think, yeah.
You win the title.
Looking at Beacon's up there,
You win the title.
yeah.
All right,
If Beacon are
then. You
top,
agree, yeah?
listen, if Beacon are top for all
Go
them
Gaffy,
weeks, if Beacon were top for all them weeks, I would say definitely this season if we was in there.
Yeah, but they played more games though at the time, innit?
VIP as well. VIP they played the most games.
The minute it's what? So it's 16 games and you can play in total.
Mm.
15 games, 31 points. So basically there's 2 points between the top four going into like the last.
2 games.
But really, it's a 2-horse race. Let's
At the
be
minute,
honest.
to be honest,
Who-
it should be- it
It's
should
like
be
a boilers and
game.
high
It should
game
Who
be
now.
got
a
man of the
boilers
match for him Sunday?
Who for?
Bacon.
Connor Doyle scored a hat trick.
Yeah, who
But
got,
Tam
who got man of the
Tam-
match?
Tam-
Tam put himself though.
I heard Tam's got man of the match, and me and Shaq were trying to
Listen,
put him out still. Like, how does that
Say no more. Say no more. Do you know what I mean? Say no.
I asked Bones, I said, hold on, how come Connor scored a hat trick? What, Tam's got man of the match?
We're trying to figure this out online, and
He picks it,
go
innit?
on Twitter and have a look at Tam's.
Fair play to him, innit?
We love you, Tams, but yeah, we're still not having that, isn't it?
I'll get over times to be fair.
Yeah, fair play, fair play. Okay.
But yeah, credit where it's due. Coronation, it's good. Very, very good.
We'll
But
see, man.
For me, when you're going for a county cup, and if you want to play in the nationals, it's going to be hard to win 2 league cups, a league. I'm concentrating on the county cup. It's the big cup. Do you know, forget everything else. It'd be nice to win it, but where I'll be hustling players to come and saying, listen, we need you there. It's for the counties. And the league, that's where you can fuck up, really, when you're playing these big cup games.
And I suppose that's what it's like.
So credit where
Has
it's
anybody
due.
really done the double or the treble? Really?
In
Well, nah, other than yourselves with that big beat. But I'd probably even say that the standard wasn't as good as it is now.
do you know what? I'm gonna rewind you there.
Go on.
We gotta remember a couple of years back, the teams that was in the county cup, Ambush, Unreal, most Cov United lads. Who were the other teams?
There was more than that.
OJM,
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're
Black
still about.
Horse,
Should about.
They in your league.
That AFC Jacks as well, isn't it?
AFC Jacks.
Yeah, wow,
Mate,
man,
there was
it's
some
Yeah.
absolute ridiculous team, and they've all gone. This is what I'm saying about the Roger Wood now. When I'm looking at it, the only good team, really, was probably your top 3 in Coronation and Austin Apprentices. Where's all these Cov teams and the Wolves teams? They've gone. They've gone.
That's a good question.
Do you know why?
No, it's true. Not thinking about
Where's
it.
OJM based?
Sure that is.
Wolves, wasn't it?
Yeah, that country, innit?
Yeah. I was gonna say.
They had all like Michael Taylor. He's at
Mikey Taylor.
he's at Hauser in there, innit?
He just signed a new
Mikey
deal.
He
Taylor.
was there as well. What's his name?
Fox was
Willow.
there.
Little one.
Yeah, Fox
Winger.
was there as well. I'm sure Slim plays there as well.
Because of COVID and that, like loads of teams.
Damien.
Just
And that was another one that when that COVID hit, we was in the semi-final against that team that beat Elite, and I'll come to watch with you. And
the Wolverhampton game.
they were absolutely
bro.
pony. There's probably an absolute pub team,
No,
wasn't it?
tell us that game, but I think that's probably the one time you see me lose my head ever want to slap a ref, bro. Like, I bet on my line, bro.
No, seriously.
We got, bro. When I say rubbed, like we played with 10 men for what a good 60 man. I say about
What, sent off
40
or sin
minutes.
bin?
Nah,
Do you
sent
know what?
off.
And that Hickers, I liked him as a player. Very good player. And he's running around like after the ref, like a headless chicken, wasn't it?
Mental, man. Yeah, Hickers, yeah.
He
Hickers is a
and then it stopped, and then he was trying to beat the ref up again. He was just like,
mad, bro. The ref sent him off, bro, for something that was just so. And you know the worst thing about it, I can take a loss, you know, like, but it's the way we got skanked out of that game.
no, he did. And at the end, you had I think there was a corner, and I handballed it. I was standing there,
come on,
and
bro.
I was like, that's a
Letting that
penalty.
ball, yeah.
But he was a dingle himself, wasn't
Yeah,
he,
'cause
that ref?
remember, he come with them and left with them, innit? Listen, we've turned up there, bro. You have to understand, obviously, we've turned up, we've landed at this ground, and then it's all you can hear. They're in the other chain, we're trying to intimidate, man, playing music loud, and that's the wrong team doing it against boys. Not, I don't know about you normally play, but not me. And then as soon as we started playing, they've tried to rough man up, but it's not working. The ref's just giving some dodgy decisions, like everything goes to them. And then we shot ourselves in the foot because we never had a keeper on the day. Pellets played in goal, innit?
Yeah.
Pellets hasn't saw he's gone to pass
Had
the
an
ball to the
absolute
left back,
howler.
and he hasn't saw the striker running on, and just first time knocked it into the striker's path. Was it 2-1 or 3-2 at the time? And that was just game over. But yeah, that game was horrible.
Yeah. So we could have been in that semis against them, and I think the other two,
Wanderers, ain't it?
yeah,
TK Wanderers.
the other two teams that was in it, like it was shocking. To be fair, it could have been a Birmingham Elite and Digby final, but we would have met in the semis the way it worked out.
Yeah.
So to be fair,
They
you was
wanted it to be like one dingle team against a Brum team, and how it worked out.
and what was the score? 2-1.
Was it 2-1 or 3-2, I think it was. Remember, Danny Charlton scored, JJ scored, and Danny Charlton scored. No, I'm lying, Daisy scored. And Danny Charlton's on that mad run down.
Yeah, so it was 3-2.
3-2. And it was like the last 5 minutes of the games, and we'd give the game away.
But in our county cups, our journey, we had like Lee Emery and stuff like that. We were. I think I added up all the goals. I think we played 5 or 6 games, and it was something like 35 something goals in this county cup, and these were good teams. But like no one could handle them back then. But as I say, for SW Rangers, we are a new team. Even some of the lads have played with each other. There's other lads who haven't played with each other, and the potential's there. It is there, but I'm not saying we're the best. We are a very good team. We've got some very good players. We are beatable. Do you know what I mean? But
you would also slap in.
But I'm confident most weeks when we play someone. Yeah, it should be our result.
So
Do you know what I
in
mean?
your league, here's a question. In your league, we're always discussing top 5 players
Yeah.
in Oakbourne. Who would you say is top 5 players in your league at the minute?
They all play for SW Rangers. Let's just.
No, I think obviously, yeah. Do you know, I've said it with him, not just saying it because he's here, but Ty on his day, and I said this in the changing room Sunday, he's our best player. He's an engine. He's up and down. He can bang. No, he can bang. He's got it all on his day, and I've said this team right this season, he switched off on football. I don't know what he done with himself on Saturday football. He could have took it to a whole new level if he wanted to. Not saying conference and above, but he could have been on your 250s, 300 a week if he wanted to. And his attitude to Saturday football, training. You got to go on Saturday. It's too far, man. I'm not trying. And it's like this season now, you've gone to Wolverines, and he's doing bits. And on a Sunday, he's doing bits. And non-league gaffers now, if they're watching, seriously, get on this kid for next year because he's ready, man. to
man,
take
we're
it to
South
that level.
African, man.
No, he's,
Create
no, he's ready.
Create
I'm
one
telling
agency
you,
in the building.
He's more than ready.
Covered, man.
But yeah, I'd say up there for me.
You saying Danico Defo?
100%.
100%.
100.
Sim
and Ty.
So I've read shouts. I haven't seen him play, but I've seen like videos. But
Oh, mate,
best striker in Sunday League.
Some days you can't hit a barn door.
That gave me about 15 chances.
Yeah. That's the one where you was there, innit? Yeah. I seen that
Simeon
one.
Coburn, right? How it all come about with Sim. I had a phone call off Robert Evans' dad, and was doing a team, the Crown it was then, and he said, "Have you ever watched Simeon Coburn for Kozel Town?" I went, "Nah." And he went, "He just wants to play football. He's always on the bench. He always comes on and scores 1 or 2 in the last 10 minutes. This kid is phenomenal." And I was like, "Come on." I said, "Does he drive?" And he's like, "Nah." I was like, "Where's he live?" And he told me. I was like, "I'm not driving all about there." And then the once we did get him, and I was like, "Oh my God, this kid is unreal. Like he's rapid. He scores goals for fun. He'll score 6-7 a game sometimes. Yeah. In the first 40 minutes. It's
I
like,
remember that Charity Shield game. Sorry to cut you.
Do you know what? My cousin, right, bantering on the side. He said, "I'll give you." He shouted out on the pitch, "I'll give you 150 if you score a hat trick or something. I'll give it you now." After the game, he scored a hat trick. He kept on scoring, and I was like, "What if he scores another hat trick? Is it double bubble?" You know what I mean?
Stupid.
Yeah, but
Charity Shield game at the start of the season game. That wasn't it.
you even had a player sent off, and we said to the ref, "Let him come back on." No, IJ, you subbed him off, and then somebody got injured. You went down to 10 men. And we said to the ref, "Let him back on." You know what I mean? Bit of fair play.
So you're saying those 4
Yeah, so Danico, Ty, Sim.
or 3? Sorry, yeah.
What, best in the league?
In the league.
You've got to put Evo in there.
Robert Evans.
It's gonna be more than top 5 then. If you're gonna done it.
Top
Louis
5,
Side
bro.
then.
This is where you got. You get me?
It's mad. Yeah, try.
And they're all
And the all SW Rangers.
The thing is, you got Harry Cook in that, innit? So
And then-
outside of SW Rangers, who would you say is? Yeah, I would sign him. He's good in our team.
Oh, I'm gonna forget our team. Harry Crook, he's at Chase Town, left wing, really pacey, can finish. That Nash, they got the centre half. My brother's just signed him for Coat and Green. He's a very good player, to be fair. Jamie Nugent on his day, absolute problem, innit?
Is that the one I saw his bantering it online?
He's always giving it large. Always giving it large.
yeah. Yeah. Digby ones.
Yeah, Digby's Powley, right back, and who else from Digby? Ryan Conlon on his day. He's a joke. He's the one who made the impact against us. He, you know, we brought a player on for Ty. They brought a player on. I think it was Conlon. I think it looked like they was playing a 4-5-1. George Washburn, he's a quality player, to be fair.
Jack Henry as well puts himself about.
Yeah. Yes, sorry, I can't forget. George Washburn was at Digby. Unreal player. Phenomenal player, to be fair. He played against us yesterday. And he won the show. Ryan Conlon come off the bench, done bits. So
You sound like you got a nice mix.
This is what I'm saying.
Talent.
What I want to get at, right? So you talk about your
I was just going there.
All-star, yeah.
/ coronation, right?
Yeah, I want to hear your top 5 because you're a man that said that you know the league. Well, I want to know your
Teams or players?
No, players. Top 5 in the Oakbourne Coronation League.
Right.
You can put in
All
order if you
day
want.
long, I'd have that Ricardo from Ballers.
Yeah, Cardo.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Hands down.
Justice. His work rate's phenomenal. I'd love him in my team.
I'm having Dan, you know. Oh well.
Yeah, listen,
Danzo.
I cut you there. I was
Scores
going to say
goals.
this before what was talking about before we went live and that. Danzo, you talk about game-changing players and
Yeah, I heard you done a Mazza on Sunday.
Yesterday, we're in the game. But they needed the win.
Yeah.
Who turns up with the last 2 goals of the game?
Do you know? I've never.
He scores
I've seen him
Shout out
once.
Danzo.
I've seen him play once. I've seen videos and stuff. Like, I never go by videos what I see from Twitter, but I always see this kid's name popping up. To be fair,
DE9.
That's it.
and he's another player I think Sunday football's going to develop.
Mm.
This kid soon, in a couple of years' time, could be getting that wanga on a Saturday. Do you know what I mean?
Years should be.
But as I was saying, so we've got a Sutton. We're saying we've got some ballers in the Sutton, which we have, right? So you want to do a charity thing? We've got a good pitch, which will hold a good amount. We can get numbers, as well as yous can. A final we had 300 there. We can get more than that. I know we can.
I think all of us would get at least.
Let us get a team together, right? A 16. We'll even let you have 17. Right? Yeah, we have 17.
Like the extra man on that.
I'm just the facilitator for content.
You say I'm just media.
Now for that one, I'd be 100% me.
Nah, but
What you say?
I
I'm
think
gaffer.
we
I'm a
need
gaffer.
I'd be gaffer for that one, Chief.
You got
we
the
need
fast
to-
view, Braz.
we
I'm
need-
gaffer for this one.
we need that. I think it needs to happen.
You know, I think for the overall, not to sound too cringy or kind of cliche, but it's only going to build up everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone that takes part.
Yeah.
Even if like
One big showcase.
Yes,
innit?
just
Yeah.
every.
That's what I'm saying for the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's certain players, even off the back of saying my videos are probably getting signed for certain teams, and I'm all for it. Like, that's for me the whole purpose why I wanted this party. And like I said, end of the season, Fazby Brazzies is to give people that kind of the showcase of, because we even mentioned yesterday when you've gone who picks up the MVP in that game at the end of this. I didn't even think about the MVP element of it, but
Yeah, man.
that will show then.
It's an
in
all-star
that
game,
game,
innit?
Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
all-star
yeah,
game.
yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'll be Steph Curry in that game, boy.
Yo, don't cut me up.
I think it's a wicked shout, man. I think again, it's why not?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
There's no-
We'll
there's no
we'll talk after.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
talk after.
let's get it cracking,
We're
man.
going back to the top 5 because you didn't finish your top 5. So
Yeah, Justice.
Right, so I'll have Justice, Ricks,
Sam Fitz.
Dan Howell's got to be in there. Macaulay Manning, Tyler Byrne.
Fairs. Sam Fitz don't make it.
Taylor Byrne.
Never heard of him. I've seen him on
what-
Soccer AM. I've been on Soccer AM. I was doing the walk with the model. It don't mean nothing, man. You know what I mean? I was on there with Blues, and to be fair, I've done that competition, you know, where you kick the ball for the hole.
Yeah.
Went over the car park. But just before that, I was doing kick-ups with Rocket and Tubes.
Oh, yeah.
Like Helen Chamberlain was doing the show. I was doing all these kick-ups.
That was
That was the original
I caught the
soccer
ball in
game,
between
innit?
my legs,
Papa Sakariam.
flicked it over
Bun
my head,
fenners.
caught it, give it to Tubes, and he just looked at me as if saying, "You can play football, you can." And then when we went on the car park, I was like, "Oh my god, can't wait for this show to end." I lost the ball.
By the sounds of it, we need to get SW Rangers on He's the Shooter.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Oh, bring it on, mate. Bring it on.
I'm have to lace up for that one. Why? Standards high.
Right, so let's go through the Sunday League roundup at the Oakbourne. Sunday, I think we've missed 2 weeks, ain't we? So, not this Sunday, just gone. The Sunday before, we had NSA play Galacticos in the cup game.
Do you know what? I expected a different result there.
I think a few people did.
Yeah.
Got some good
Shout out
players, you know.
Galacticos though.
NSA ain't got no defense though.
No.
They couldn't score either.
Yeah.
Must not have no attack.
Yeah.
If Galacticos can keep a clean sheet, then why?
Boy.
There was sitters both.
Exactly. Exactly.
Boy.
Was-
It should have been about 3, maybe 4-0 Galacticos.
Was you there, G?
I was there.
What? 2 Galacticos.
2 Galacticos. If
Did they sign new then?
nobody, there's quite a few players missing as well.
Definitely
I got
ring
time
it.
for James. But why?
if Joe was like a proper striker, he would have had a hattie. But yeah, big up Kid. Kid scored the winner in the first half.
It's got a few now, isn't it?
Was it 2-0, he's on?
Now 1-0.
Must be Carl playing at the back for Galacticos.
Who?
Mix.
Yeah, Mix. Yeah.
Really?
Clean sheet under his belt. Him and Frank at the back. So yeah, the videos on they've got it on YouTube, so you can have a watch.
I'll have a
if you
watch
want.
of that.
But yeah, NSA got some good players, some quality players. But yeah, just defense just let them down. Just
What,
Yeah.
Big Dumb, let them down.
and Benz. Don't forget Benz. Benz is right back.
Nah, he started wing though, innit? He got pushed back to right
No,
back.
he was started right back.
Oh, Danny Alves.
The other big game in the cup was Highgate VIP. Fazza, you was there.
I was indeed.
VIP won 1-0. Obviously, the video's out now. Do you want to give it a quick analysis?
If you want to watch the game, it's on Sunday League setting YouTube channel. Now the game was tight, man. Like it was proper competitive. Again, I don't even want to touch on it on here because we've had our conversation off it. But something happened in the game which somebody said affected their team and they went on to lose the game. But in all fairness, VIP stuck it on them in the end and they won the game. But again, Highgate had all the possession like they normally do, but they just weren't effective in hitting the onion bag. And then Taylor Byrne gets the ball in the middle of the park, outside the foot, plays it through to Jack Whelan. You can't, that
kid's rapid, innit?
Listen,
He's rapid, bro.
like ridiculously quick over the first 10 yards. Took it around the keeper and then just 1-0. And as soon as VIP go 1-0 up, you know Ben from even the Digby days, they would defend their lines, bro, forever. They enjoyed it. Hen over header balls all day long. Ended up 1-0, decent game. Go and watch it.
Fair play.
So, quickly, I need to touch upon something anyway. I'm coming across Twitter this morning, you get me? And I saw some video clip what Peanut was saying. I need to know. I need
Clarification.
I need some elaboration. Yeah, what's going on there?
Listen, well, you know.
Hey, you media! You want to jump?
No, I like for the fact that I've already aired it and I kind of.
Did he get sent off or did he walk
somebody,
off?
He rattled me on Twitter and but it was private to a private conversation as well. What's happened is in the game, all right then. It looked as if, and I'm just gonna say it from now. I stopped recording, and because when the ball goes out of play, I stop and start. People think I record the whole game.
I'm about that one. I was about the change room.
I'm gonna get to this though. So what's happened is so in the game,
I see why Ty came here today.
Nah, but what is obviously it looks as if Peanuts tripped over their player, and he clearly hasn't. So obviously the referee sent him off. Well, he sent him off.
So wait.
All he's gonna do is
the ref sent him off thinking that Peanut stripped up the player.
Yeah,
But how do you even make that mistake? Like,
do you know what? Because Peanut was on the pitch.
He's doing a James thing.
That's Peanut, innit? Like that's the thing. He has to own as a man himself and like handle your scandal, innit? So he's been sent off. But technically, all he's done is he's walked from the pitch to the back of the gate, and stood in the same position more or less. Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, you can still manage your team. But what's happened in the dressing room is obviously my man's trying to get his team going again, and he said Taylor Byrne shit, which.
is that the one you put in your top 5?
Yeah.
I've gassed up Taylor Byrne a lot, and I've said you can't say Taylor Byrne shit, and I think Twitter,
everyone's put him in their top 5 as well.
And I think when that was it Fraser Door for you boys that's got the clip on it. So when Fraser's put it on, which is just basically enhanced on what I've said to him privately, is bro, your man's not shit, bro. Like you can say it to gas your team up, but you know I'm in your dressing room with the camera. Yeah. And I'm not putting this
Don't think you'll be allowed there anymore.
Huh?
I don't think you're allowed back in there.
It's all right, man. I've got plenty of cameras and people that hold it for me. But you know the reason what man I'm telling you is like when I'm doing that, it's not to dig man out. It's to show people.
Yeah, the behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes thing, innit? But my thing is, if you would have won the game, you would have laughed at that clip. The fact that you've lost, obviously, it's I won't. Only Pete can answer that, and like he's gonna have to answer it himself, and But you can't say Taylor Byrne shit, bro. You can't. I think anybody in this league that's played against Taylor or seen Taylor Byrne play knows that the kid's got it all. Yeah. And
where does he play? Centre mid?
Everywhere, bro.
Left back. He's probably he's the utility man. You say to Taylor, and this is the good thing about him, and this is what we will say what Omar said when he was on the show with his gun. You can have good players with shit attitudes, pardon my language, and they're not good players, are they? Yeah. Because their attitude's poor.
Oh, who Omar said that?
Yeah, when he was on But Taylor, Taylor, you can say to Taylor,
what, like the same
you are
Dioko and Diodora managers.
And you're played You can't. He's a good lad, man. Like you can't knock Taylor Byrne out. He's a baller.
I've said over the years, I'm passionate about Sunday, like you was, and so was P. Yeah. We could all get on each other's nerves, but for me, P, he's done bits. He goes to games and he watches Saturday games and he'll look at a player and he can get that player in. But for me with P now, he's got this great team. He's done everything right. He's won fuck all, and I say that like it's like he should. For me, I called it at the start of the season. I mean, ballers have been unreal. To be fair, they've got some great players and whatnot. But realistically, when I look at the team, he should be winning that league. Like, he should be in the cup finals. Why ain't it happening? Why ain't it happening? It's mad. It's mad.
I
But
can't.
do you know what it obviously? No, but it just shows how.
What do you think the reason is?
Because of how competitive it has got in that league. VIP merged with Bromford Lions. When I was doing that Pugsy Prythons, we bopped them, didn't we? Jack Whelan, I don't think he scored.
He was at Bromford Lions, so he's that like
Jack Whelan, Zach Harborne,
Brad Harborne, at Nyla in Bra.
Yeah, they had some good players.
Like the young lads in VIP now, is basically Bromford.
But we had Robbo in goal, I think, and like we done him. We did do him. But to do them players, when I look back at it, I got players in. I got Chrissy Lloyd in, another Saturday player, obviously Ty and Robbo. So, and that's what you've got to do to beat teams. Like, over the years, I've learned what you've got to do. You've got to be cruel. Like, you get players, Ty could turn up every week. You think he's a good player, but then I can go and get, I don't know, someone from Al's Owen who's unreal. And it's like, Ty, you're on the bench. This is a big game today. And that's how we've done things over the years. It's brutal, but
Someone's better than me in my
it's
position.
brutal. You know, when our brother and that, they had
nothing wrong with
when
a
they had the
competition.
silverware, what can you say?
And that is what you say, the proof's in the pudding. When you got the silverware, you can't argue against it. If you don't get the silverware, you can obviously then argue the toss and say, well, you've done that, and it's kind of rocked the cart
So
a little
I
bit.
getting that one nothing yet.
Nah, P said it before the game, even when he was talking to the camera before the game. He said, this is that, but we've won fuck all, pardon my language. But I've said it for a while. They have played the best footballing team, and I've always gassed up the team and said they are the best footballing team in the league. Like, so I don't know, man. It's on P, innit?
Sounds like an Arsenal thing.
What's he like? That centre? What's his name? The centre forward for them.
Mikey.
Always scoring.
Mikey
Who's he play for?
He was when I watched him on the Saturday, he played against Boldmere for Bewdley Town. Yeah.
No, for me, from what I've seen, that Dan Alwell looks unreal, to be fair, for ballers. But that Mikey, on his day, mate,
So
he's
would
a
you pick
very
Mikey
good.
over Danzo?
Nah,
I don't know. I haven't watched them like properly together. Do you know what I mean? But we'll soon find out at the end of the season if you get this charity game on. Pick them both.
Yeah, my team would.
If I'm gaffer, I'm sorry, Mikey. But
Yeah, he's not
I
on
don't
my
think he's
team
starting over Danzo.
Yeah.
Really?
I got a few nines I could pick before him.
Yeah.
But again, you know, they've got some. P's got.
I pick Flicks over him
He's
still.
spoiled for
Pick
players.
Reedy
in that
over him
team.
as well.
Yeah,
Right.
He's spoiled for
Reedy.
choice in that
Don't
team.
get enough flowers.
Players, man.
I'll tell you who's up there. His name keeps popping up. Danger Man. And his footwork for a big lad. Is it
Kevin. Kevin.
Big
Kevin.
Kevin,
See?
man. Best
Big
number
Kevin.
9 in the league.
Most
So-
humblest guy
so-
ever.
so- do you know what? I went to
telling
watch How's in Sutton Town. I went to watch Sim and Robbo. And Sutton Town, they just missed something. And when I found out he went there, and then on Twitter, his name pops up.
Listen,
It's like,
Kevin at the
this
minute,
kid's good, man. He's a good player.
if you seen, I want to plug it. This Thursday, 7:30. Yeah, watch what he does. The geezer is everywhere. His work rate, and you know, he's as well. His attitude.
Yeah, I seen him putting in work.
He's
We
got
create
a
one.
wicked attitude.
Yeah.
He does.
What's his name?
Kervin Ellis.
Calvin Ellis, come and join WS Rangers. SW Rangers. Slip in my DMs, mate.
Oh well, he's trying to take players still insane. Kervin's top tier, man.
Back to the other cup fixture of the week before. Ballers played Dingle. Ballers won 4-0. I wasn't there. I don't think you was either. Faz.
Long for FC. Everyone's talking.
Yeah, long for FC.
I want to challenge him with this long
Is it?
throw. That's all I could do. I want to challenge.
Dane's had it in his locker.
The only league game that week was Beacon v Elite that ended at 1-1. So Elite's kind of threw a spanner in Beacon's title hopes. Yeah.
Still in that league.
Yeah.
And I getting on.
And not where they used to be.
Used to be.
Well,
Where was it before?
Come on, yeah, where are you now?
I'm just media, man.
I'm winning at the minute. League settings.
On to Sunday. Highgate played Shirley Griffiths in the Keeley
Never
Cup.
heard of him.
They're in championship.
Really?
Team now, yeah.
Yeah. They beat them 10-0.
Aye.
So
Who?
Shirley Griffiths.
Shirley Griffiths playing the championship.
They're in the championship for the Old One. 10-0. VIP or Elite didn't show up against VIP, so VIP got the 3 points there.
I'm
Power.
too interested in getting these coats, man.
That new deal drop.
Yeah, the new season team.
Power played Galacticos in the league.
That the final game between them now because it's seems like it's a Scottish league with them where they're playing
It's
every
mad.
week, man.
It's mad.
From like 4 teams.
Power
4
won
seasons ago.
5-0. Your boy Witz had a highlight reels, TikTok.
Yeah, so going back to the top 5, how come Shaq didn't get into your top 5?
Because he didn't come and play for me. No, to be fair, I spoke with Shaq's start of the season. I think you was there, weren't you? Danico was there, and I went to watch him, and
Danico was at Power last season, wasn't he? For a bit.
yeah, and I watched him, and I seen Danico playing in that 10.
Him and
Seen
R9
Ty
doing
playing
mazza
right
stuff.
back. And to be fair, I thought Power like that Reedy as well. I even spoke to him because I was just looking for goal scorers. You know what I mean?
Well, I got some breaking news, but yeah, stick a pin there.
But when I got Ty, and then obviously Danico, he's played with us over the years anyway, so it was probably a bit sore for Power to lose these players because I know how good they are. Do you know what I mean? And if they was there, they'd probably be up there challenging now.
Was there last year in it, Ty?
Yeah.
Because you was injured in that game when we played.
Oh, you play for Power?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got sent off against what's that team now?
Motive.
That's it.
I remember now.
That's it.
Oh, you played that game?
Nah, I went there. I left Motive long time.
Who was Shaq with when he was with Robbo at that team? Was it Redditch?
Yeah.
Redditch. Shaq was doing bits there.
Before you got injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to that England
C.
thing, didn't he?
England C, innit?
And then after that, he joined someone else, and it all just went P-Tong. And I think he lost his.
I think he said he
mojo
got
for
injured,
Saturday
innit? Yeah, and
football.
he
Yeah,
said-
yeah,
yeah.
Rush really went to after that, innit?
yeah. And I don't know. I think he from Redditch, he took a step forward and took 2 steps back, and it demoralised him a bit. And then
He did
Is
say
that
it was from his
Power now?
injury.
yeah, he's
Well,
at Power now. He's doing bits, but he could be doing better. I think
If you sign for SW.
if he was with us, you know what I mean?
Just plugging it today. You know?
Yeah, he could.
He's on a recruitment
Nah,
mission
he
today,
could.
innit?
But to be fair, he's always played with Ty,
Yeah.
Danico, Sim, and whatever. But I know he's just had his babby and that, and fair play to him. He kept loyal to his club. He kept loyal to Power, and they're in the semi-finals of the County Cup. And
Got ballers, innit? I
And
think.
for the Brum, I hope they
And
go on and do it. To be fair,
Austin.
I'm there Sunday for
Uh,
the
Austin
I hope
game.
they do
Is
it.
that where you going first? Austin game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Austin game Sunday.
Yeah, they're in
I-
2
I
semi-finals.
can't see it, and I hope I eat my words. And I think it's going to be so one-sided. From what I've seen of their players, who they've got.
Their team was daft when they played Beacon. I'm not gonna lie. Raggy kept that score in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Proper. And that wasn't even all the highlights. I'll be honest. I couldn't.
Is Reek? Is it Reek? Reeks.
Yeah, Reeks is there as well,
I love
innit?
Reeks
Is
as well.
Reeks still at
Centre
Power?
mid
Yeah,
class.
his MCL's done though, man. I don't know why he's playing.
Short left foot.
Yeah.
He's a joke, he is.
Do you know what? I was saying, you know, like everyone talking about their top 5s and whatever in the Outborn. Do you know Reeks on his day?
Yeah.
He's unreal. I used to watch him at Bolmere, centre mid.
He's sick. Can't get a
He's
ball
a
off
joke.
But this is the truth. I think we can. When we're saying top 5, I think we can base it on this year. But I know because I never mentioned no elite players, and I know I've been in elite a long time. And
He's
elite,
up there though.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. Like you say KP for me on his day. KP was the best winger in the league. But again, it's just whether or not, like you said, you're performing, and it's a hard one. So
Do you know what? Now, you've obviously seen something different to me. KP, for me, was rapid, but he had no end product. I never seen him
Confidence
score
player.
and stuff, and it was like, I don't know if it was 'cause it was coming up against us, and you know the hype of back then, this team, and that's it. And whether it got to his head, because he's a very young lad, but maybe because I haven't seen him now, he has developed. Do you know what I mean?
It's hard. I can't even comment on them now because I ain't been there in it all season. The only game I've seen was the game against Ballers, and that just I don't know what happened that game.
Is that when
The 7 game, yeah.
is that when AG scored that the volley?
I'll be honest now with and I'll say the same to Omar with Elite. They had at one stage they had this togetherness where you had your consistent players, and then when Digby and a couple of other lads come into the league, it was like, right, we need to match it. They were getting players in, and then when I seen Ricardo went there, Jack Wilson, I think Sim was there, Robert,
Yeah,
It was
last
maybe
season.
after
and
lockdown.
like it was all
Mad
these
that was.
good players, and I was thinking, this team are gonna win this, you know. But do you know what? They just
But you know, what I
it
think
didn't click.
what happened with that there, and that before Christmas, before we had the break, it was
Speaking to the mic there, my brother.
it was flying, like literally flying. And then again, the hard thing is when you're bringing in Sim Colborne, Rob, Evo, all these players, and you've got your players like AJ that's at Beacon now, KP, all the lads that were loyal, so to speak. It's gonna affect the team, and ultimately it's gonna affect the team because you know if Sim pulls up, he's starting, and
Yeah.
9 times out of 10 he's starting, and that for me that's the bit what kind of rocked the vibe a little bit. And even Brad said it when they was on here that when you've got all the big players in there, and when he said you got to stay loyal to your own players and that, but it's a mad one and it's a hard one. But we should have definitely been up there. But the one thing I can say about Ballers last year is they were consistent. They were just a well-oiled machine. And when was it the midweek game against VIP when they won 1-0, everyone was there, and Rick scores the winner, and it was just one of those winners where it's like nobody else would have scored it by him. And then that from there the title was over.
Okay.
And here we are.
Well, let me circle back to this Power Galacticos game. Obviously, Shaq felt away because I said,
That's why you tagged you.
Can I just clarify? This was
hold
the-
on,
this
let me
was
just
the
make
week
sure.
I weren't here, innit? I weren't here this week.
You was here?
The Hampton weekend, I weren't here.
Oh, yeah, you wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was backing him.
I see what he was doing.
I
see
brought
what
him
he
into the
was doing
conversation. We was talking top 5. I brought him into the conversation.
now. Yeah.
Speaking to the mic too, so you clear.
Yeah, let me.
Your time, my big man.
We was talking top 5 as we do.
Yeah.
I brought him into the conversation. I said, why is Shaq never mentioned in the top 5?
And I gave a reason why I think people don't mention him
Which was
because he doesn't do the flair thing like the others.
so basically, so he ain't got no
Not-
flair.
But then he's taking that as I said, he ain't got no flair. I'm not saying that.
So you man have just drawed him out like that?
Nah, we're not drilling him.
I asked the question. That's all
I'm
I
saying,
did.
yo, because every time people come on, they don't mention him, which was a fair shout.
Don't leave me.
So I'm saying it's probably because the players that they mention do the flair thing all the time against the big teams and all that.
Against any opponent, basically.
Shaq's not really doing that against all the big teams. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, somebody was he said somebody had to get it. That's what he said to me. Unluckily, it was Sheridan.
I was Sheridan the right back.
Yeah, bro. Is that
I've
what you call
never
a right
seen
back?
him, but I can tell from the reaction that
No, I've only known
he's not
Sheridan
in
from,
no one's top 5
No,
now.
I've only known Sheridan from that game when they played.
Sheridan's not a footballer, bro.
I
I'll just put it
hate
like that.
Sheridan.
He's like,
Nah, man, shout out Sheridan, man. He tells you every week, man.
yeah, big, yeah, does his
Pays his
thing, but
subs and that.
he's like
Tries hard.
grandfathered in festival man.
Okay.
So you know when man was bopping the festival league and man was saying, no, you're only doing it against farmers. Them kind of man. So
Say no more.
Sounds like
You
it sounds
know-
like
you
a
know-
nice lad. You should put him in the team at the end of the season.
he'll turn up. You'll be there.
Man.
You'll
He'll
be
make my
there.
team, man. He can come
But yeah,
up
big
like
up Sheridan. Unlucky he had to go viral, my dog.
Shaq's done some mad.
It's just one of them
things
ones.
though, innit?
Yeah.
What I'd say then with Shaq, and I can say this: is it because Power are where they are in the league now, and they haven't had as much coverage?
It could be
as
worse without
others?
him.
Is that the reason why?
We never know.
Do you know what? For me, he should be standing out in the team
Mm.
like that. He should, because he's that different level. He's played that better level over the years.
And then again, is this his first season back after that injury? Innit?
Yeah.
So he's
Like you
third.
said,
So
he's just
he's
getting his
so
mojo
he's
back.
third in the table now, top goal scorer in a
What are the
team
stats?
where.
Sorry.
Let me just clear it up.
I'm trying to back you.
Shaq.
Me too.
Man ain't saying you're rubbish. Man is saying your quality. Yeah. Man was just throwing your name out there.
Is he in your top 5?
Is he in my top 5? Yeah, I'll put him in my top 5.
Stop lying, man. You
I'll
told me
put him
top
in my
5 already.
Nah, what? When?
I Braz, I got you back because we was in the WhatsApp chat.
Yeah, I'm saying, fam.
What's the fam? He was in your top 5.
Try to throw him
Shaq,
under
I'll
the-
show you, man.
Wait,
Don't worry, man.
trying to drag him
Front
under the
three,
wall.
Shaq's in my top 5.
Yeah,
What,
do you know what?
in across like,
Across the whole league.
I would say
in our league as well.
I don't know the
Nah,
players in your league.
in the
Only know your
in the
team.
in the Oakbourne, in the coronation. If you had a 3, Dan Amwell, Shaq, and
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This
you
is,
know,
what did I say?
Really?
That's
I don't know,
exactly what I
I know,
said.
you
Nah,
know.
nah,
I don't know,
Oi,
Curvin, yeah.
listen,
I
oi,
don't know. It's
in-
hard on a Curvin and Reedy, you know.
Nah, but listen, no.
This season, Kevin.
In Braz's defense, yeah, he did because when we're talking about top 5 players, none of them were strikers or none of them were top the three. Like we're talking midfielders and like people that could run the game. So when you are talking about strikers out and out,
Now, let me stop you there because what I asked was
Kirby.
top 5 players,
Yeah.
and then I asked top 4 forwards. So
Okay.
so if
they both agreed he's not making the top 5 players. I said, okay, cool. Does he make your top 5 forwards?
of course.
I said he gets in any team.
That wasn't a question.
No, but I told
That
you he
wasn't a
gets in
question,
any
no.
team.
Top 5 forwards.
Top
Oi,
5
Shaq,
forwards.
Shaq, let's put it this way: you talked about, bro. So it's good. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for me bringing you into the conversation.
There's a reason why we're talking about him.
Yeah.
He's got something.
I'm saying he walks into
Of
any
course he
team.
has.
The only team where there's competition, because in the league, I don't think there's a fire front three across every team where he's like, maybe if like
I think
he could get into any team. The only team where there's bare competition is ballers. So if you're saying Danzo left, Curvin up front, and then Shaq on the right, that's Amaza. Well, he would have to be on job every week.
That's what I
because
said.
they got
He
depth
wouldn't be
where
guaranteed a starting spot in any team. Like guaranteed starting.
Nah.
You might get.
Yeah,
You'll
he's-
get the nod.
he's-
Yeah, you're starting.
he's guaranteed,
But if he's
bro.
not on job, he's getting dropped.
Yeah, but
Only at ballers.
Let me get it out there as well. Right. I know he's played for us. He's gone back to Beacon, but Connor Doyle.
Yeah,
You
he's
say
a
about
Mazza. Gunman
Danzo and all
still.
them. Do you know Connor
Thanks,
Doyle?
man.
On his day,
Gunman still.
he's the best in that league. Like striker was. Yeah.
Gunman
Right
still.
foot,
Left
left foot,
Blood.
foot,
right
right
foot.
foot. He's got it all.
Right
Well,
He's got
I
it
played
all.
against him once when I
He's
was
a
at
nightmare.
Motive. Blood.
Listen,
Is that
Connor-
man
He
that
scored.
plays for your 5-a-side team?
Yeah.
Connor-
You know who went.
he plays for
most of the
Diamond.
season with us.
He was at you. He was at Elite.
Oh, yeah, he did
He
say
started
that.
you boys, and obviously
Yeah.
he's back at Beacon now. But again, and this is what I
Yeah.
said: we're spoiled for choice across both leagues. Players, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
The
Not
Arsenal
making
game.
the top 5, but isn't this?
And do you know what? Let me get a little thing out here. I'm not saying his name again,
You
right?
said,
But
I think you're gonna say it. You
Yeah.
beat me to it. You beat me
I
to
said something myself on Twitter, and I took it off. You know, in frustration. But when someone's got a problem, don't air it. You can't air it online because
I know you're on about with that.
it. Bro, it's bullying, bro.
I've
You need to
I've
other
been there myself, right? And it's not nice. And it's like
Get me.
I've been there, bro.
that person's got to go to bed that night and blah blah. And I felt different. Like I helped him. I knew there were struggles. I got him work and whatnot. And do you know what? I'm fair play to you, Con. I'm going to say your name. The kid's doing so well for himself now, and he's getting his name on the board. He's scoring, and for him to go back out on the pitch on a Sunday now and doing what he's doing,
On the back of that as well.
fair play to him. Like fair play to you. And hurry up and come back to us, man. We need
Shout
you.
out
We
Connor
need,
Doyle,
we need
man.
you back, man. Connor, well done.
Shout out Connor Doyle, man.
But yeah, let me finish up the results then.
Yes, you know what? You're going to take that back, to be fair. As I say about the strikers, Connor Doyle's got to be in there, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, listen, we're just gonna play a 22-man squad and everybody gets in, everyone's happy. Then
There you go.
I'm just media anyway from now on.
Wallace played Hampton. You was there this week or last week, Faz.
Yesterday, what a game, boy!
5-3.
What a game! And this is where we talk about ballers not being at the races for the whole game. They started the game with 10 men. Damo, the keeper's car, broke down on the way to the game. And literally,
So the other Dom winning goal.
listen, I've never seen Lee Alwell so stressed, bro. I thought I was gonna have to give him a hug. But Dan Perkins goals and goals. Curvin scores with 10 men after 2 minutes. Then they go and equalise 1-1.
Who was he playing?
Hampton United.
Hampton United. They're all right.
Hampton, but with a good team. Like,
Yeah,
Do you know
they're
what?
alright, they
What are they like now? Because I found them, if
It's
I'm honest,
not-
really cocky. When I
Nah,
played
it's
them.
not. I don't think it's not. This Hampton United. There's two Hamptons. You got Hampton.
Hampton Senior
Senior.
Sunday, who's in the
Hampton
championship.
United are the what I'd say the kids. I wouldn't say the kids in the younger
Oh,
lads.
okay.
And it's like their gaffer Clark is what 22, but he's
Yeah,
that's
he's
not
young,
fair,
innit?
He looks that young.
Yeah.
But now their team, a good set
I
of
played
lads,
the
man.
Hampton side in the championship. When
Yeah,
we was
yeah,
in the
Hampton
champion- Is
Senior.
that, they got
I
another
think it's
team.
Yeah,
Hampton
yeah.
Senior, yeah.
Ah, okay.
They run out of the same club, basically.
Oh, I'll take
No,
it.
but they
I'll
have
take it
got
back.
some. They've got some good. They've got some good players. But what they did say and said, it's their last game of the season yesterday, and all they said is, regardless what happens, let's just run for each other. That's what they have got. They would say, let's all work and they all. But it did get to a stage. I don't even want to spoil it. Just watch the video on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Say no
ends
more.
5-3. But the 5-3 wasn't as easy as the 5-3 may have looked on paper.
Fair play to 'em.
So yeah, they finished the season, man. I'm gonna say big up Clark here as well, man, because they've got a good set of lads there. And it'll be good to see us next season, man.
Beacon played Dingle at home. Beacon won 3-1. Connor Doyle with a hattie. Tam's man of the match.
We built him up.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to take all the credit for that one as well.
For Tams.
No, for Connor. Who, Tams?
We need Tams to Twitter, man.
Don't crap me up.
You're not having the man of the match shout, bro.
I'll tell you another one who's done it. I've known Bowser for a while, to be fair. Go with him through school and whatnot. And when we was in what was it? Coronation or something? Sutton. There used to be a team called Shardens. We bopped them 21 something. Players were walking off the pitch and Bowser was playing. And we've done him a couple of times, to be fair. And to see Bowser now doing what he's doing at Beacon, centre half, like, that's what I mean. It's just all mad, like, because they weren't doing bits a couple of years ago, and then now they are half doing bits. You know what I mean?
I think they've got a good mix of the old Beacon lads, motive lads. I know AJ went there from elite, and again, AJ on his day, you can't touch him.
But try and get Bowser on here, right, and let him tell you about our team and what we done to his team, and see if he would fancy it if we come into the coronation. Running after Sim. Or Ty.
Can get long. Can get very long.
I think anybody running after Sim's long, bro. Like, easy.
On to Fraud Watch. So, if you don't know, any player, manager, anyone involved in football that has bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. So
just across all platforms.
All platforms, Sunday League, right up to La Liga, everywhere. So, current corporates on there: Harry Maguire,
Harry Kane. Fred's got to be on there. One Chief, put out your one. Everyone.
Dan James.
Yeah. You can't even say Bielsa anymore.
Leeds.
Yeah, well, I was right. I was right.
How would you signing Dan James? Got him sacked.
Yeah. You got anyone, Faz? Top of your head?
Do you know who has to go on there? Nicholas Pepe, man.
Okay.
Where was he? Yeah. Bearing in mind of who he was it 2 years ago in France, and then he's come over with same. Because don't get me wrong, I want him at Liverpool, and then
dodge that bullet.
But to be fair,
if
he went to Liverpool, he would have been a different player.
Yeah, you don't press, so I don't know.
No, I don't think he would. No, these are the reasons why Klopp doesn't sign certain players. Like, so when he's gone for Luis Diaz now, which is another conversation.
Yeah, Donny is cold.
Not going off something. Yeah, Pep. Yeah,
Mr. Non-look passes.
Crazy.
Different gravy time, I swear. Nicholas Pepe for me.
Okay, Chief.
I'm going back to the Sunday League.
Where you going for?
I put them on before, but I got to do it again. NSA.
Wow.
From when Galacticos, bottom of the league, conceding 17 goals every week, can keep a clean sheet. You have to go on Fraud Watch. I'm sorry.
Great point. Great point. Your DMs would be crazy after this, but
I'm used to it.
fair play.
I'll be ready.
I'm gonna put Manchester United on.
The whole squad, man.
Yeah.
And I know we played City, which are like the best team going, but still, like 92%.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my disclaimer out now. I'm on loan to Palace to the end of the season.
So yeah,
come on, Eagles.
I've never seen that ever, you know. 92%. Like,
that,
even if you
that's the highest number I've ever seen.
I've never seen it ever. Which
highest number.
Just means that you stop.
Palace are doing wild, though, isn't it? Flying, man.
Alan, you got anyone? Fred? Okay.
I'm going to shout it now, even with these two Villa divs next to me.
Yeah.
Fucking Tyrone Mings. What a donkey, man. Come on. You can't. I know he does that.
No arguments.
My lips are sealed.
I will agree. Like, he's pony, but
yeah.
Somebody said he had a good game last week. And
you can't say
I
that.
haven't even watched Coutinho at the Villa.
I don't know who's.
I'm still waiting for my apology from Braz, to be honest, but sorry.
I don't know who's worse, him or Harry Maguire, man.
When I first mentioned Tyrone Mings for Fraud Watch,
yeah,
this guy and the rest of them were at my neck.
Right,
whoa, do you know what?
I've had the
that is
same.
false. That is fake news. Me.
I'm gonna find the episode.
No,
Please do. I think it was Jimmy and Quartz.
I've had the same over the months now. Apparently, which I have been proven, his stats
Bun the stats.
are good.
Yeah,
Of course.
stat padding.
Yeah. They
Bruno
are good.
Fernandes.
What stats are there?
Challenging tackles, clean sheets. Well, not much for Villa.
Well, they ain't won the
England.
game. Well, you've won the game now, but
Won 2.5
before
I think it could have been.
Yeah.
Like,
Get that out there clear.
I think this was last season. Tyrone Mings apparently his stats were that good, but for me, I am not having him. Gerrard needs to let him go.
Yeah, I
Do you
think
know
he will.
Gerrard's onto something there? And I
Think he
hate
will.
Villa, hate him with a passion.
Joe Gomez, I'm hearing.
And it's demoralised me because I loved Rangers. My granddad was like Rangers through and through, and I always had a soft spot for Rangers. When Gerrard left Rangers, it was like, you've killed that team, mate. Like, they was on the verge of like winning the title. They've just lost to Celtic, and then I think the draw to Dundee. And then he's gone to Villa, man. And it's like, why have you gone there? I used to love you. Now I can't stand you. I can't stand
Would you
you.
have not gone?
Huh?
Would you have stayed at Rangers if you was Stevie G?
For the rest of the season,
It's a
yeah.
clever move
Because
for
you
him,
know
I
why? Yeah,
But
it's a
if you
clever
wait to the end of the
move.
season, that opportunity is gone.
He wants to go to
But
Liverpool.
where are Villa going?
That's what he wants to
Where
do.
are Villa going?
Up the league.
What?
Where? No, what are they going to achieve?
They're going European football this year.
Come on, you've been saying that
This year.
been saying it for years. Do you know what I mean?
This current season.
Yeah.
That's
It
a
ain't
big
gonna
shout.
happen.
Oh, about that. Maybe
We might
next
have to
season,
put that to the
this season.
polls.
Yeah, we need to put it to the polls.
On the polls.
Remember-
United fan.
I'm Palace.
Do you know
Oh,
what?
Palace will finish above you.
He will get them good players in. He's attracting
he's got the
some
pull,
wicked
innit?
Yeah, he's got the
players.
pull, innit?
City would never
But I'm
have
saying,
that.
you finished what 11th last season.
Yeah.
If you don't finish higher than that,
Where are
We
you
will.
now?
it's a flop.
We will.
Where Palace?
Oh, you've had a better
Tenth.
season,
Alright
haven't you?
I think
My
if
team's
Villa,
flying.
if Villa get a couple of decent, say if they get Joe Gomez' problem is he's injured. Because I would never want him to go from Liverpool Joe Gomez, but Ibrahim Konate for me has just done that, and then Joel Matip has just done that. Joel Matip again is one of the best.
Someone tried to run
best Premier
Konate
League
the other day,
defenders in the
innit?
league.
Was it
You know what?
Antonio?
I've been
Wait.
watching him
He won-
the
he
last
won the
couple of
final,
games. He's
innit?
been
He won the
unreal.
final.
I think you know his problem is big. See, 'cause he's so injury prone, bro. Like, and he's never had a run of games. But whenever Joel Matip and Verge play next week, you can't get past them.
Do you know? And Verge has improved him. In that
Yeah,
training,
100%.
he's got into his ear, Matip, and said,
Yeah.
"This is what you need to do," and he's changed him as a player.
Joel Matip's the best free, one of the best free transfers.
Villa
ever.
was going to get him,
Very
innit?
underrated.
Mate, underrated. And I'm glad he goes under the radar because people are not he's not trying to sign him, and I think just
True.
yeah, I'm happy with
Ty,
it.
you got anyone for Fraud Watch?
Any Blues players?
Nah, I'm gonna go De Gea. I saw something on Twitter today, and his distribution is absolute. That's a joke.
His
Like,
penalties as well. Like, don't need to save
bollocks,
pens, bro.
like,
Like,
how?
how man saying him over Eddie? Are
You
you
got
mad?
like Edison and distribution is unbelievable. Alisson can do it, but he can't. He's literally like.
And even
big
Pick-
keeper.
Yeah, but
even-
talking
even
about keepers
Pickford's
though, it's not. You're not really
distribution,
being
It's
brought in the
got
team
to-
unless you play for Man City. You're not brought in the team for your distribution.
Nah, 100%, but he's not a shot stopper either because they had four
No,
in
can he
it.
make saves with it? I said no.
Must have a hole in his hands. He can just gone in, innit?
I'm a Palace fan, innit?
He's been better this season than the previous two, but he still
I'll be honest, when
ain't
you got that
chatting
defense in
to
front of you,
Edison.
it's demoralising.
Bro,
that United. team.
Maguire's 80 million, innit?
Exactly. That sums it up.
Do you know what's the season?
You could have got Van Dijk the season before.
and they laughed at that.
and Koulibaly.
We've never been.
There you go.
Van Dijk would never been the same player, man.
I was going to say to you, this is the reason why Tyrone Mings get to waves that he looks quality. When you play free at the back for England, you've got Kyle Walker next to you and two quick wing backs, so to speak, whether that's Trippier or Trent or whoever on the left. You
Trent.
will look half decent.
Quick,
You're going Trent up, right wing back. Trent.
quick.
I'm going Reece James, right wing
Nah,
back.
nah. What's his name?
Yeah.
Man
Gotta be-
City. Cancelo.
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 What for
Yeah.
England?
I thought you meant it. I thought you
We've had
were
this
talking
conversation about
I
right
don't
backs
know
all the
this
time,
one.
but Trent.
England,
Trent's
yeah,
really
England.
hands
It's got to be Reece James.
Yeah.
All
Playing
down.
right wing back
He
anyway.
was.
Playing right wing back.
He had man doing
Well,
the
Arnold's
bogo the other
down.
time, bro.
For me,
Trent's doing, he's doing
Trent's
bits
unreal, man.
now. He's doing bits now, to be fair.
Trent's unreal.
Okay,
You can't
okay.
talk. Listen, Phil
Yeah.
Foden waged your man yesterday,
Yeah.
bro. I never.
My man-
Like, he was going to be on fraud watch, Mr. Wambas, Mr. Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's shocking, bro.
I guess,
Shocking.
Yeah, man,
collect-
Mr.
to be
Spider-Man.
honest with you, he
Shocking,
just
bro.
looks like
Shook.
completely confidence gone.
Yeah,
Like,
shook.
you don't look like the same player anymore.
United.
Like, bring it back to Palace.
What do you expect?
Bring it back to
Got
Palace.
Sanctuary in
regular.
front of you? He's doing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Do you know what?
everybody
I'm
in that
still
in that
waiting
squad.
for him. He's going to turn it on soon.
Who's that?
No
Sancho.
chance.
Sancho. He's gone to the wrong
He's
team.
nah,
that team
he's
is not
he-
doing
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
he's been our best
demoralised
player, innit? I'd say.
Yeah, he's class.
Your best player.
Do you know what
Yeah, I
people are
believe
saying
that
in the
about
England
Leicester.
team? That Sancho is supposed to be, training.
Technically the best.
Him and Calvin,
Chelsea.
Calvin Phillips. Is it Calvin Phillips?
The Leeds player.
Yeah, I heard
They reckon
Callum Hudson-Odoi
he's
is supposed to be like
Absolute
unbelievable.
immense in training.
Yeah.
Like, when they do all these challenges, he's always up there and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So like we spoke about before, training players
Yeah.
and match players.
Yeah.
It's not the
Different.
same, is it? Can anyone
Sancho
do it
just
training?
he's still
Well,
finding his
give me
feet, man. He's
check
doing
for
all right.
match.
Nah,
man.
man. Too many games,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Too many games.
Give him
March, man.
Give him a season. You get me?
man. He's only coming. What are you doing already, man?
Give him a
I'm gonna
season.
throw
You
a name
get
out
me?
there now for the England team. Get rid of Rashford, right? He's done.
Yeah. Rash.
Bowen, unreal. But that
Someone like Harvey
Harrison
Barnes
for Leeds on the
What
left
is it?
wing.
Harrison.
Yeah. Straight
Them
replacement.
man are not
for
good enough for
Rashford.
England, bro.
That's the name brand thing, though, because if he was playing for somebody else, on say the top
Yeah,
five or whatever,
Yeah.
Harrison
Who would?
is class.
Bowen.
Harrison, Jack Harrison for Leeds.
From Leeds, the
I
left
prefer him to
winger.
Bowen.
Yeah. He's
I'll
quality
take him
though
over
too.
Bowen.
He's a Man City product though, isn't he?
It's like
Bowen
Fink-
likes to play on
Fink
the
he
other
was up there
side.
before we got injured, though. What was his name? Is it Barnes for Leicester?
Yeah.
Harvey Barnes.
Remember Barnes, yeah. Harvey
Last
Barnes.
season he was on smoke still. Now,
I said this, and this is the reason why I don't like Harry Kane. I think because they try and build a team around Harry Kane. As much as
Nah,
he's a
it's
goal
done
scorer,
now.
oh nah,
Harry
here
Kane
blood.
on that team, yeah, and
Done.
he played the inform. England will go a lot further.
40
And it's the
million
same
max.
conversation.
Did you see how he played against Man City? Was it
Harry
2
Kane?
weeks ago?
I only watched the goals. If I mean, I was there
When
for
I
the
say
game at the same
he
time.
turned it on, he come out a new player.
I thought
It's
he
the
was
best I've
Tuchel.
seen him this
Just
season.
scored.
He
Just scored
come-
goals.
Prove a point.
Yeah, he was showing Man City, get me in, hurry up, like, do you know what I mean?
Himself and that
Yeah,
attitude,
he
and
turned up.
outside the
He
ball,
turned up for Man City. Fair play to him.
Onto the streets we'll never forget. So Chief, streets never forget.
Basically, any player that's not Ballon d'Or level, like a worldwide name, but someone that people will always remember for their footballing ability.
Tarat,
Someone like Adel Tarat.
Ben Arfa, charisma,
Zaha,
Yeah.
them kind of man.
Okacha.
Them exciting players that
Don't say Gaza.
you can say guys if you want. The streets won't forget him.
For the
Remember
wrong
the streets
reason.
rate him. That's a
True.
I've got a shout this week.
I got a big one, you know.
Go on, Tom.
You all probably gonna go against me. Mo Salah.
His team name brand.
He's not gonna win the Ballon d'Or though, is he? Let's be honest.
Well, I hear that.
He's probably the best
Scant,
striker
yeah.
in the world.
Everyone's saying he's the best player in the world right now.
Hands down.
Mane for me. Do you know? For me, I've always says about Mane.
Terrible shot today, I'll be honest.
No, but right, let's forget that.
You Liverpool fans in here, what's going on?
With
Huh?
with Mane. You're talking to the king of Africa right now. Put
Yeah,
some
he's
respect
King
on
of
his
Africa.
name.
And that's why.
That's
Stop,
Drogba.
you had to stop
That's
yourself.
He's done it all this
Drogba is the
season.
king of
He's done
Africa.
it all.
And that's
Drogba
why.
is the king
Drogba's
of
not the
Africa.
king of Africa, bro. It's not-
Of course he is.
Listen, as you were.
So you say Mo Salah's underrated? You think he don't get his flowers?
He's not underrated, but I don't think he's gonna win a Ballon d'Or in it,
Mm.
and that's because obviously his country.
Mm. So do you reckon even if Liverpool win the league for whatever reason
So if they
and
the
win
league,
Champions League, you don't think you'll get it?
Nah,
I think they'd still
I
find
don't-
a way to
Yeah,
give
they
it to
give it to
Messi or
Sadio still because he
Messi.
got,
There you go.
he got
Messi or
African
somebody
combination.
else.
exactly.
Why is this hot? You should have won.
But it's like how they gave Messi because he won Copa America.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I personally think he won it. That's why I personally
That's
think he
all?
won it.
It's like when FIFA put out the same cards every year, innit? Like
Yeah.
the same dead cards every year to bring out with the same dead players, innit?
Yeah, it's mad still.
That's what we say with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
If anyone
He should have won
would
it.
give out,
Yeah.
Lewandowski.
Facts. Okay.
Oh.
You got anyone, Ben?
See, I'm a bit older, man.
Nah, well, you as old as me, bro. So go on.
Do you know who brought it to me back in my day? Newcastle. Some of their players that they had, and you know who the one who always stood up for me? Had a banging left foot.
Philip
Robert.
David Ginola.
Robert
Beresford.
Lee.
Robert.
You
The
ever
centre
heard of
mid.
Robert Lee.
Rob Lee. Yeah, right. Yeah, Rob Lee quality.
That
Do you know what?
the grey dude.
Yeah.
He probably
Rob Lee.
is now, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was, though, he was.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You type Robert Lee.
Isn't that the one that Shearer put in his
In
his fight that-
all-time 11, yeah.
Michael was laughing at.
last team?
I don't know. His name's always
Rob Lee
kept in
quality.
my head
So it's
over the
like-
years.
Well, who was the
He's
other
got
one?
Beresford, the left back as well.
Yeah,
Quality.
yeah. You look at
I'm too
you
young
look
for
at
that
his
one, I guess.
goals.
All right,
Robert Lee, he's left foot
Andy
was a
Cole and
joke.
Peter Beardsley up front for Newcastle in
Yeah,
those
yeah.
2 seasons, bro.
Mazza.
Never find a better two combination. Like them two quality worked off each other. I'll give you that.
That's where we thought.
Right,
Right,
yes.
Babies, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
We don't
Alan,
know
what you
about
saying?
No.
Streets never forget.
He's even older. He's going to go back to the 1966 World Cup now.
He's going to go to the Norwich team with Jeremy Goss and that.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
know.
I don't know what that is, bro.
Man. Like I said, 90s babies, we don't know about that.
Mm. First one that pops to your head.
He was the most exciting player from your time.
Zola.
Oh,
Gianfranco.
absolutely legend down the Blues. He was. I don't think he won us a game. You know what? I was absolutely buzzing. Someone texted me, Zola's in Birmingham Airport. I'm like, seriously? Do you think of Zola? Fucking what a waste of time. He demoralised me, man. I loved him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Faz, anyone?
I'm gonna go Darren Huckabee.
Ross.
Ooh, yeah, class.
Huckabee for Coventry, bro.
Fair play.
Your man was just
Going
like
back
Conor Doyle and Steads, innit? As well, Con.
Chief, you got anyone?
I already said it. Who did I say? I said no.
No.
Nah, but Coventry though. Remember Dion Dublin? That was
But I got you one better. Peter on love.
Julian Joachim.
Jeez.
Did you just
He's a
mention
joke.
Dion Dublin?
He's a joke.
He
He
even
was.
says Dion Dublin.
Robbie Savage.
that's
Robbie Savage. Tell you was quality at the Villa though. Centre of Aleph Malberg.
Cheers! Big shout.
Aleph
Big
Yeah.
shout.
Malberg,
That's
centre half.
class.
Remember him still.
Was
And-
he Swedish? No,
Would you have
Swedish,
Malberg or
Swedish, yeah.
McGrath?
And the Turkish brother next to him. What's his name?
Yeah.
Give me a McGrath with a bottle
Alpine.
of whiskey in his hand
Alpine,
any
yeah.
day. You know what I say? That I watched that the Island documentary on YouTube when they actually talking about the boys in green or whatever, and it actually breaks down how bad Paul McGrath's drinking addiction was, and if he wasn't drunk all the time, he would have been Ballon d'Or status. The geezer was that good. Of
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
quality, bro. For his time,
Okay.
but alcoholic, fortunately.
Did we say Paulo one chop?
I think
Before?
we did before.
You did before, innit?
Chop him out there, sucks.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Another player that can do a good chop.
Asprilla.
yeah.
That
Frightening
Newcastle
he
game
was.
against Barcelona 4-0 Champions
Used to
League.
do like 7 flips in the air as well when he scored.
I tell you what, then you're my age. That same Colombia team, Carlos Valderrama.
Jeez.
With the afro.
Do you know what?
Down nose, isn't it? Massive yellow blonde afro, man.
When I was, are you talking Premier League? Yeah.
Edmundo.
Yes.
Edmundo, like.
You lost, yeah.
You
got Pro Evo 2000.
I'll buy your PlayStation 2. You can play it on there.
Tino's R9. You know R9. You get close
That's
That's
the only one he knows.
Arline's the best striker
That-
ever.
Yeah.
If he never had those 2 knee injuries that were that bad, just imagine how great he would have been. Crazy.
Okay. Well, let's get the SW Rangers all-time Premier League 11 formation and manager. So,
I'm manager.
yeah. So, manager, who you going with?
Steve Bruce.
Bruce is up there.
Bruce is I think they're not it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Man's been across the Midlands.
Lavish behaviour, innit?
Bruv, wild.
He done nothing good.
Donny must got a ting in bro or something.
He's got something on Hagley Road, that must be.
So we're saying Sir Alex
Yeah, kind of bit for me.
or Pep.
It's gonna be Pep.
We've had Mourinho shouts, Wenger.
Gerrard.
Yeah, do you know what? He's not a bad manager. And I think all these academy kids and that, they've got someone to look up to there.
He'll be there for a couple of years, innit?
But,
Until the Liverpool job becomes
Pep's
available.
written in the stars from that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, truly.
Where's Klopp gonna go after that though?
Oh,
I think he'll do national.
Germany.
Yeah, Germany.
Listen, the day
Hopefully
Klopp leaves, I
England.
want to be in tears, bro. So I'm not lying.
That'd be a good shout though, England.
What do you
Klopp.
mean?
You know
if
that
he
you
comes
only
to
release
England,
up on
we'd
the
win
room.
that.
Stevie ain't gonna win that.
Listen, you see how Man United are dead in the water now. What Klopp's doing is what Fergie. What you have to understand, like what he's changed the whole ethos of the team at Liverpool.
With money.
Would you have Gerrard after Klopp?
yeah, you got to.
Not necessarily.
Why?
And we had this before. I said he has to be just because his name's Gerrard doesn't give him the right to come in. Look what happened to Lampard at Chelsea.
Yeah, he was
That's a
tough.
big job for him.
No, if Gerrard does the job at Villa in the Premier, I know he's done it at Rangers, but it's a different league.
Lampard was
Rangers are a
unproven as
massive
well, though.
team.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
a
do
massive
nothing.
team, Rangers.
Or did he just flop at
I
Derby?
think it's already a done deal.
Yeah.
Potentially so. I think if he's got 2 years, if he does well at Villa and he comes into Liverpool under the same kind of thing now, it could work. But then it depends on what players are available for him at Liverpool at the time. So unless Jurgen
Salary
does that
money
thing
won't
where
be there, tell you
you
that.
build the team for him, kind of hand on and say, "There's the range, you take it." Then it's a hard chat because 2 years time. Come on, look where a couple teams were 2 years ago where they are now.
I know you're talking about United, so.
Europa League.
For
winners
me,
and that,
Well,
innit?
we
you're not
weren't
going
doing
to say
nothing.
Sir Alex was good, but you're not going to say a better manager than Pep.
You reckon?
Yeah, Pep's he's worked with the best.
Trendsetter.
His
he is as
style
well.
of football.
But he's always had money. He's never really done the come up.
But the
That's
thing
the
is,
argument.
See, Klopp's
This is
come
the
up, man.
argument, yeah. Everyone could say, yeah, he's been to clubs with money. But it's not his fault clubs won him. Obviously, he's that good, and it's not his fault.
He's good at something.
Did he win Champions League at Bayern? He didn't win it.
Nah.
He hasn't
He's only-
won-
he's only
he
won it
hasn't
at
won
Barca.
Barcelona.
Messi and that.
But Champions League's a hard competition to win as well.
Facts.
He's in 5 cups with, in one season for Barca.
Six is the record, isn't it?
He done the 3
In one season.
2010
three
them
domestic.
times.
Well, to be
Imagine
fair, when you
that.
got prime Messi, it's a bit long for
Yeah,
him.
2010, that Barca team was.
That's what I mean.
No, as good as Messi is, bro. I'll say this, yeah. Xavi and
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Iniesta,
You got
yeah.
Prime Messi, prime Xavi, prime
I
Iniesta,
don't think they'll
Busquets.
for a very long time you'll see a better pair than that.
No, never.
Mm,
When you name the best
great-
midfield
the
now,
great-
it's just Xavi and Iniesta plus one other.
yeah,
The greatest.
you can dash
Like,
anybody in
hands
there.
down.
To be
Happy
fair,
to
Busquets has to get a mention too because
Mhm.
he don't get his flowers either.
But he's bottom of that trio, though. Just
Yeah, of
make
course.
that clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even disrespect. though, like.
Yeah.
Busquets does a complete different job to them too. Anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it's essential.
Very.
It's like what what's his name? Fabinho does what Fernandinho's done for years.
Rodri at
what
Man City.
Rodri's done what Kante
Thiago
done.
trying to do it now.
Trying.
He's Thiago ain't that out, man. That's the big Fabi's job, man.
All right.
Thiago's there
So we're
for
going with
the
Pep.
vibes.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper. There's a few shots in there.
It's got to be Alisson or Edison for me personally.
It's new gen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Young buck thing.
Yeah, Ben's gonna throw Tim Flowers in
I
there.
love
Just
Tim Flowers. I love Tim
with
Flowers.
that colourful.
David Seaman and that.
Until he had that divot in the ball went over his head. Remember
He's going
that?
to do that.
We've got Schmeichel.
It's got to be Schmeichel.
Casper.
He's a beast.
It's either Schmeichel or Czech, and I think the only
Yeah.
two keeps him for a shot.
04 check was mad.
Mm.
Van der Sar. If you're going that far back, not with Van der Sar.
That's what I mean.
Nah.
Van der
Gets
Sar
a
were
mention,
even-
surely.
I mean, he gets a mention, yeah, but not them two.
Yeah, I went
levels.
Peter in it. Peter's.
Because remember, you had Van der Sar,
Schmeichel that is.
at
Yeah.
Fulham as well, and he weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't all that.
Right back.
Unless you
It's
play
a
the back
tough
three.
one. Well, what's your formation first of all?
I've always gone 4-4-3.
4-4-3. Right, you're
You got
cheating,
extra
man.
man.
4-3-3.
It's like that ring referrals on
4-3-3, yeah.
Friday.
Okay,
Yeah,
safe.
last night's squad.
I've never known any different, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I hear that. The original Barcelona way.
Mm.
Coleman had Barcelona playing like Burnley.
Right back.
If you're going to 4, you got to go Trent, innit?
Now I'm going back to Chelsea now. You had
Aspilicueta.
Ivanovic.
You had Leboeuf,
Dan
Desailly,
Petrescu. Dan Petrescu, right back.
Petrescu, unreal.
Yeah.
Loved
Oh,
him.
Romanian. Dan
That's
Petrescu.
old
You know,
school.
that is
Unreal.
underrated.
I don't know if them
Wow.
old man make this new thing, you know.
This way big.
No, you know.
Nah.
Don't know if they make this new thing.
I don't know about that one,
you
still. I
know.
don't know about that one. I was a bit.
No
Nah,
pace.
It was
on
good.
that.
He was good.
Even you talk about centre halves.
No,
now,
that's
so
just one
I've
of them
said-
under the
I've said
radar.
my right back, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved him.
Dan Petrescu, shout out, he's a good player.
But then your centre halves, I don't think.
Don't know, mate. It's
Nah,
hard.
I've never.
You got Company, Van Dijk,
Des-
Yak Stam,
Desailly.
Desailly and Vidic.
Desai. Who? Desai and Vidic.
Yeah.
But no Rio.
Don't know, it's hard.
No.
man. It's hard.
Rio don't get his
Hard.
shots
Rio
dirty, you know.
was
Rio.
not down.
Go on, play
Huh?
centre
We
back.
say Rio's a donkey. Was that
No,
the shot?
on his day, he had some howlers. You don't see
Wow.
Desailly.
What, you trying to put him in the same bracket as Mings then?
Yeah.
Desailly
nah.
was good as well.
The Desailly and Vidic, I think they were different gravity to Rio, to be fair. You look at Rio for England going forward, and do you know what I mean? He weren't all that, to be fair. He was good, but nowhere near as Desailly and Vidic.
But this is
I'm
what we
not
love about
having
this.
it.
I mean, it's
this-
opinions,
That's a good
I'm
difference.
not
Opinions,
having Leboeuf, he was.
I
think
found
he
the
was
buff when
better
he
than
first come from
Ferdinand.
Strasbourg. See, I'm see.
You Googled that before you came in it.
No, I know. Listen, I knew LeBuff at Strasbourg, bro. I used to watch Euro goals
Like,
You got Euro goals is.
Nope.
See,
90s baby.
Euro Sports, yeah. Before you had BT
Yeah.
Sports and Sky
Remember
Sports,
that
you had
still.
Euro goals on Euro Sports where you used to find out about the players like Robert Pires at Metz, and then you know who was from Metz?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. As you were, like, sorry, to show my age now.
Left back.
Left back, obviously.
There's only one.
There's only one.
Graham
Ashley
Lasso.
Cole.
Very much sucks as man used to call him younger.
What's
Dennis
Winterburn?
Wise
Yeah, Dennis was quality.
Yeah, Dennis Wise was good. But yeah, Ashley Cole. all
So
time.
three in the middle.
In the middle would have to be Gerrard.
Okay.
People say Scholes. I know he was good and that, but just for that bite, Gerrard.
What, Scholes didn't have no bite?
Man could have
Not
tackled,
as,
man.
What?
not as biteful as Gerrard.
Gerrard was all occasions, bro. I say this all the time. Gerrard carried Liverpool through an era when we were shocking, boys. You put Gerrard in Man United.
It's not my team. I'm not saying that.
We had this conversation with goals don't get
Go
a
Eagles.
As you were.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not my team.
Other two.
You got Yaya,
Scholes. I mean,
Frank.
Yaya was a legend, but you know, the best midfielder for me ever I've seen in the Premier League and the most exciting one to watch was David Silva. I think he's the best midfielder to ever play in that Premier League. You look at the stats.
Bonus
Yeah?
stats, bonus stats.
The kid's a joke. It was a joke. Yaya and everyone was there when they started getting all these players in, but as soon as David Silva come in,
Yeah.
that,
I told you about the
that
postfield.
made Man City.
That was my first experience.
It's
So-
Company, Silva, and Aguero. They called that. They were there from the start to the end, and it put them.
Yeah, 10
David,
years.
David
innit?
Silva's got to be in
Yeah,
there.
that's a massive show.
Fabregas. Kevin De Bruyne. Conte. Who, KDB?
Yeah, has to. Yeah, De Bruyne has to.
I don't know. So I'm thinking a bit more, someone a bit more
Rob Lee.
defensive. Nah, I love Kante. Kante.
Makalele,
Makalele was class.
Essien,
Essien was good. But no.
David Batty.
Gilberto Silva. Who?
Trying to
Gilberto
go back to the old school,
Silva. Trying to think who else.
Petit, unreal.
Vieira.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be Vieira. I loved them players who got something about them.
Roy
You know
Keane.
what I mean? Nah, Vieira, all day. Roy Keane, I don't think he was as good as footballer as Vieira. He was class.
So basically, no United players are getting in your team. That's what you say.
not yet. When we talk about forwards,
Yeah, front three then. Let's get onto the front three.
I think he's watched a certain documentary. Yeah, is that what it is?
I ain't seen it yet.
Don't say Ryan Giggs.
Front three.
Where you putting him though?
He's gone on the left, and you already know.
Nothing. Scores loads of goals.
Huh? What? You said Thierry can't get in there?
What's he done now, really?
Woo!
Invincibles.
Ty, trying to cause a controversy. Am I right thing done?
Bro, like this getting spicy now. What's going on?
Yo,
So Thierry doesn't make your.
No Champions League. No Champions League.
Didn't he win it with Barca?
Yeah,
What, you're just Premier League, innit?
Huh? You just said he ain't got them. I'm just saying what he done.
Fair enough.
We're talking about Thierry.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, Thierry, best striker to ever grace the Premier League. Some say
Well, not in his opinion.
that is
Is he even top 5 for you? What's going on?
Definitely top 5.
Better than Ronaldo? Nowhere near.
CR7.
It's got to be.
Is he that clutch up guy?
Premier League.
Yo, he carried Arsenal.
So what's your front three?
When they made the final that season, Henry was different gravy.
I want to hear your front three.
Different gravy.
My front three.
I want to know the three that's keeping that Thierry. That's all I want to know.
I mean, you could come up with a three, but
Huh?
I mean,
What's your three first? What's your three?
Without it, Thierry. I'm not even having it. I'm having it too.
Yeah, me too.
Mine was Thierry, and I'm changing mine. I'm putting Van Nistelrooy in there.
Yeah, I
who
loved
did you
it.
have in before? Drogba.
I don't think it was Drogba. I can't remember.
My front
Right.
three
Anyway,
was
that's my front two.
Thierry on the left, Rooney.
That's not me. That's
CR7.
cheating.
I had Henry in the 10.
See, that's shocking.
I said
That is shocking.
Bear that good. You can play anywhere.
Nah, that's a howler.
Hold on, what? You said what?
In the
remember
10.
I had 4. Was it 4-2-3?
Was it you that said no? It was
And Mal Benning as well. He came on and said it after.
4-2-3-1.
Oh, right.
I said I'd play Henry
But
anywhere.
Anyway,
on that
back to
pitch.
your front three. What is your front three?
Him, Danico, and Does it work still?
That's all he's ever known.
And Ben is the manager.
Is it because he just slapped up Villa that many times? He's just biased.
Yeah, I'm biased. Nah, I'll have to have him in there, to be fair.
You have to. I mean, you got Aguero, Shearer, Rooney.
And that's the thing.
Some
You
say
don't
Ryan
get
Giggs,
mentioned
not me,
most of the time.
but
For me, my three would be Drogba,
Hazard,
Shearer,
Bale.
and
None of them ain't chatting to Arners, you know.
I'd have to keep Rooney up for Ronaldo.
Bro, remember, he created the open,
Order.
tuck it to bed thing. That was his thing.
So you said you had Drogba, Shearer, and who was third?
Ronaldo.
CR7.
And that's hard because Rooney was something else. But
Especially after watching his documentary the other day.
Yeah.
Forgot how much the geezer done.
Donny was
Massive.
cold.
That's why I think you'd have to put like your best 18.
the one
So
documentary.
what about Suarez and Torres? 'Cause I had a debate the other day. Like who would you rather have?
Suarez.
Prime Suarez or prime Fernando?
I'm saying Suarez, blood.
Do you know what?
Suarez
Suarez
was
had more to his game
unreal.
than Torres.
Do you know what?
Suarez.
They were two different.
Torres
For me, the two
was
different
cold.
players.
So I'm saying it's close.
Torres in his prime is
come out in a
class.
hairband,
Yeah.
long sleeves,
And
and white
forward,
boots.
He's long and
Torres,
yeah, long. It's long.
Suarez was a winger, wasn't
It's
he?
long.
He was better on the wing.
I think Torres. I think the goals I saw Torres score in his private Liverpool.
He made it look so easy as well.
But then Suarez.
Bro, Suarez done
stuff.
a
And
mad thing.
I think what ruined Suarez is the racism shit and the biting
The
stuff.
biting
That
thing.
will always kind of.
What about the dribbling with his kneecaps and that?
You're not putting Studge up there.
I am.
I think Sturridge gets into anyone sleeping in that prem.
Top
at the
what?
time.
What we saying? Top what
We're
5?
talking
Strikers.
Dean.
Without injuries,
More
is
than
it?
We're talking Dean
What's that
Sturridge
for?
from the Blues.
What Dean Sturridge at Derby?
Yeah, I called more cockatiel after. Well, my dad did after Sturridge.
Sturridge at Derby.
Top five strikers in the Prem.
Huh?
Sturridge is making that.
All time.
Without injuries, he would have, yeah.
It's hard, man.
With injuries, nah, I can't.
What all time?
We're not talking about without
No, I
injuries,
can't,
but
I can't.
as the product as he's delivered.
What
Nah, I
we're
can't.
talking about is out and out
I can't, he got-
strikers.
he hasn't- he hasn't-
Strikers-
No, wingers not included. Not talking wingers.
Nah, yeah,
Sounded
not
like
straight
we're talking
nines.
Straight strikers.
I don't think he's played enough in a 9 to be
Drogba,
mentioned in top 5s.
He's unreal.
Andy Cole.
He's-
Like, do you go with nines or like just?
Yeah, straight 9s. Top 5 9s, strikers,
Berg.
centre forwards.
If you're talking about out and out centre forward,
Bergkamp, man. How can you
Bergkamp
forget
was not really
Bergkamp?
well, he's not
Nine,
really.
though.
That's what I'm saying. He's not out and out strike. The best out and out striker was Van Nistelrooy.
Nah, Alan Shearer, bro.
Nah.
Alan Shearer, bro. Alan Shearer, bro. Yeah,
Well, to be fair, I didn't
That's
watch
what
Alan
Van
Shearer in his
Persie
prime, so I can't
no,
comment
but
on
listen,
him.
Alan Shearer,
As an out and out 9.
Andy Cole.
Van Persie, man. He's right.
And
Andy
I'm
Cole was
saying-
all Andy
This
Cole's
is
a
what I'm saying,
bad
like,
man, you know.
Listen, the goals that they scored,
Andy
like,
Cole
Andy
was a
Cole
bad
has to
man.
be in there.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but I'm not
Ian-
picking him over Van Nistelrooy.
Ian Wright has to be in there.
No way.
For the amount for the goals he scored and the time for the goal scorer was Ian Wright. Ian Wright, Andy Cole, Shearer, Drogba, Aguero. Competition done. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not putting Drogba
now
over
get his
Rooney, I'm
opinions
sorry.
in it.
I'm not putting Drogba over Rooney, I'm sorry. That's not happening.
Is
In
it
the Prem.
Shearer?
Yeah, it will always be Shearer. They're talking about
Will
Harry
it-
Kane, but Harry Kane.
I think Harry Kane will break it.
Nah, I don't think so.
He will.
Nowhere near.
Not at Spurs.
So what's the difference?
I'm not saying he's
now?
gonna do that first,
What
but
is the stats
He's staying
there?
Spurs,
Huh?
bro.
What's the goal difference
Let's
between
have
the
a
two
look at
now?
that big
I think he's
one.
closing in like 200, though, isn't it?
260 Shearers on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
You
time.
talking about Harry
Prem.
Kane?
Yeah, he's closing in on
Nah,
200.
No, he ain't touching that, bro.
Nah.
100%.
Listen,
How old is he?
look.
He's only like what? Just
So
turning
we've got-
30.
He's done, bro.
Right, let's have a look.
Done. Confident shot. Sell him while you
You got
can.
Alan
So you
Shearer.
don't think he can score another?
If
What?
he-
What
if
is
he
it?
goes
Oh,
to Man
listen,
City.
look. Alan Shearer, 260. Wayne Rooney, 208. Andy Cole, 187. Aguero, 184. Frank Lampard, 177. Harry Kane's 174.
No,
So he's
yeah.
got to do what?
He's got to score
90
He's got
goals.
to score 90 goals.
If
in
it-
the next what?
He is not leaving the Prem, and
got-
he's
How
not
old is he?
retiring for
How
any.
old is he?
He's got to
He's
go to
21.
Man City for
Look at
5
this.
years.
I'm sure it's like 29, 30, something like that.
Bro, he's not getting. He's not bagging
28.
30
He's
goals a
28.
season.
He's
not
28.
Bagging, listen, he's not bagging 30
I'm not
goals,
having it.
bro. He's not. I
He's
can't
not
see him
doing
scoring
30 goals.
bro. in the
Pre-
next,
30
what,
Premier League goals
30 goals a season.
in the next 3 seasons.
Why only 3 seasons?
'Cause
He's
done after
28.
that. He's done after
No,
that.
30 goals a season. We're talking.
He needs to
When's
get
he
20 this
retiring?
season first.
Huh? Is he retiring in 2 years or so? What's going on here?
20 this
Bro,
season,
he's
start
done, blood. He's not gonna get any better.
He needs to get 20.
He don't need
this
to
season.
get better.
Is he
He's got
prone
100
as
and
well?
what is it?
We're
174.
remember this year. We're gonna come back on here in a bit when Harry Kane retires. Yeah, and rewind this video, innit?
Yeah.
He's not doing
Because
it.
he ain't leaving. No one outside the Prem's buying Harry Kane. So that means he's staying at Spurs for the rest of his
He
life.
can go like AC or something and do a Mazza.
He's not leaving Spurs to go AC.
Listen, how much?
They're playing Champions League football.
I think
Say
it'll
that
be
much. You get me? He wants to be playing Champions League.
That ship has sailed.
That's-
He missed the opportunity. It's unlucky.
Nah, he still can do it, man.
Wait, Harry Kane's fraud.
Juventus, you can go Juventus. You can go any of the
He can't
Italian
go
teams.
nowhere.
You can go with Jack Wilshere for the Aflaf.
after he breaks the record.
Yeah.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be his
think-
only
I don't
trophy.
think he'll do it. The same way I don't think Firmino will get more goals than Heskey.
I can't remember
He
what
won't.
that conversation
Was a
Bro.
midfielder, man. He's not a striker. I told you
Heskey,
so
man,
already.
legend.
I know,
Heskey's playing
Michael
about
Owen,
65 million games.
You're Michael Owen.
You get me? Yeah.
But either way, Harry Kane can break that record.
Robbie
He
Keane.
can, but he won't.
If he stays in the Prem, he will break it.
Robbie Fowler on his day.
Robbie Fowler, you know.
Robbie Fowler.
Either way,
Bagsman.
Van Nistelrooy. That's what I'm saying.
Mark Viduka. That's one for you. Right,
Man, fashion,
lads.
Just for comedy value. Big finish.
End the episode.
We appreciate you guys coming on. Where can we find you on the social media? I know you're on the Instagram, Twitter. Obviously, it's there as well.
Everything.
SW Rangers.
Yeah.
There you go. Any sponsors you want? I know you got Skirting World.
Yeah, do you know what? Let me just say this one thing. This kid, I mean, we've always teams that we've been behind. We've had good sponsors. Like none of this pay your £5 subs and this, that, the other. We've had sponsors that they've looked after everyone. Do you know what I mean? And this sponsor now, I think he's younger than me. He's 32, yeah. He's worked hard. He's doing wood in the back garden, wasn't he? And he ended up getting a business and taking it further. And when I say he's made it, and he done it from,
Ground up.
he just started from his own, and he made it, and fair play to him. And the love and the passion he's got. I've never known a chairman who would bring the kids to a football game. They'll come and have a drink with you after, take everyone for meals, buy you his M5. When he goes to Dubai and he's on these golf courses.
Does he want to sponsor us?
Mate,
sponsor
it's unreal. I found out one of our players.
He's giving out Dior jackets.
And it'll be real.
I'm looking at the chat and everyone's like,
I'm not even commenting on that.
how you getting on?
I heard it. I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, we're talking to our chairman. How's your holiday and blah blah. Yeah, all good. And then he's like, Lewis, how's my car? And Lewis, yeah, it's sound. I'm like, so I'm texting Lewis. What are you driving? It's like the M5. It's like an M5. Really? Man, this is unreal, man. But he's unreal. He's a lovely chairman, and for what he's done for the lads. And like I say, we're not just a team who just want to win everything. We've looked after a couple of players. I'm not going to say mentally, like that Greenie from the skirting road. He's just done absolute bits.
Is that who the chairman is?
Yeah.
What full name?
Mark Green. Like, for
Big up, Mark.
what he's
Yeah,
done
man.
for a couple of players, and he's phenomenal, and he'll do anything for anyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a good lad, and this is why I want to finish off with a bang, and we're going to get him some more silverware. Do you know what I mean? He deserves it.
Nice.
You never know a chairman that goes on holiday to Spain, Dubai, and he comes back just for our game,
and it goes again,
and then goes back for a league game against bottom of the league or something. He comes back, doesn't he? But yeah, big up
Proper fan.
Skirting Will.
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Well, episode 72 in the bag. No Tekkers podcast. We out. Peace.
Fun the stats.